J Mo, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through, checking in. We about to break down this Raising Kanan, pretty much all of season 4. Talk about some of the predictions and things that may or may not go down in this season finale. The series, well, the season 4 is over with just that fast, and the way it's shaping up, it's a few things that I'm gonna say definitely I didn't see. For example, before season 4 started, I thought that this may be shaped up to be the last season of this show. And from what I'm seeing, I don't think so. I think it's at least one more season left, definitely. So I don't think it was written to be the last season at all. It could have been. I think it kind of started slow this season, and the thing with Famous, nobody was expecting. So we don't know what that why they just what went with that route for whatever reason. So what we see is that it looks like it's going to be definitely another season for sure. Another thing I definitely would have predicted this season before it started, but definitely shows maybe, well, I can't say definitely, it's still one episode left, but I would have thought that one of the main, trio of the family between Rock, Marvin, and Lulu, I didn't think all three of them would still be breathing by the end of this 10th episode. Well, by the 10th episode, they've survived all 9 episodes, and I would have never predicted that all 3 would still be okay. They ain't even got hurt. They ain't even got a scratch. So I wouldn't have predicted that either. And so it's a lot of different things that basically I would have thought one way and it's another. Now, with that being said, now that this season is going, it's a few characters that have surprised me, and that is Snap and Pop. And it seems that we learned a whole lot more about them in these last few episodes. Because even though I would say we learned a lot about them, and now we know they've been making some moves, and we still don't really understand why they would even care about Famous. What, they worried he could be talking to cops and it may come back to them and da da da. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I would say if we would add up Snap and Pop screen time, all 9 episodes, it probably wouldn't even be 10 minutes. So with that, nothing to say you need a lot of screen time to have an impact, but I think next season, if they survive this episode, I know some people feel that they gotta go and that they probably gonna get whacked or something this episode, the finale. I definitely, and you can mark my words here, I definitely don't think that Snap and Pop is gonna get whacked episode 10. I think that they would be used to be the emerging characters for the next season. And I think that by having Snap and Pop survive this season, hopefully they don't take out a bad guy too soon. I gotta put my glasses on, y'all. I'm trying to read some of this stuff. But yeah, gotta put on my glasses, man. One thing I kind of noticed when I wear the glasses is that after wearing the glasses for a minute, it's harder to read without them. So the more I wear them, the harder it is to read without them. So I don't like that. But anyway, what's good, my man? Damian Kinney, what's good, my man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. You say, Pops, she's the shooter. Snaps, he's about the money. It seemed that way, at least right now. I'm pretty sure they'll both put in that work if need be. But it seems she didn't have a problem with popping old girl's cherry. Put a little jelly, extra jelly on that bread for her. And the thing with her is she was real sneaky and deviant because she came in as the good cop, so to speak. She came in, come here, hey, what they doing to you, girl? Baby, let me help you with that. Come here. And so then with her being young, she fell for it. Because truth be told, how you in here? If you in here, you with it. And most people, if they got some sense, I would think at least by a certain age, they would have put that together right away. Like as soon as I would have saw her, I'd been like, oh, these monks. They the ones that did it. Because why else would they want to kidnap her? Why else would they be questioning her? So they the ones that whack famous. They the ones in on it. Why else would she be here? She ain't making me no damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If you was trying to free me, I'm ready to go. I don't want no sandwich. Let me go. Open this door. And that's another thing, is that if we was grown, she wouldn't have been able to do that because we'd have been boxing, wrestling, biting. I ain't sitting down with my back to you while you over there plucking information and we ain't fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like we boxing in this mud. We boxing like UPS, FedEx, straight up. I don't know. I ain't sitting there all dirtied up in my drawers, sitting there. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I told him, and you ain't got the piece on you. At least it wasn't pointed at her while she questioning her. Like, this is your chance, girl. You better pick up that chair and whack her in the back of the head. Put some jelly on her peanut butter. Straight up. This woman sitting there with her back turned to you. They both had their back turned to each other. But see, she already knew that this girl, Crystal, ain't have it in her. She wasn't about it. I mean, if you think about it, Crystal wasn't about it to go up against Juke. She had to have her girls with that. So Crystal, she was, a good girl. She wasn't ready for that. And also, human beings are messed up in the sense that you need to know this, that it's either fight or flight reaction, but also it's a freeze. See, a lot of people forget about that and they be like, oh, they fight or flight and this and that. But also it's another reaction called, see, I can't see a damn thing now without this down. But that other reaction of freezing, don't do nothing. And next thing you know, those people that's trying to do something to you, they do whatever they want and all kind of things. So she was in that freeze. She wasn't in fight and she wasn't in flight because she wasn't trying to run. She was in frozen. Like a dirty Disney princess. Anyway, Stephen Harris, what's good, my brother? What's good? I'm gonna put the link in a little bit if you want to come up and chat. I'm interested. What do you who you think may not make it out of this episode? This final episode. In typical Power fashion, they could have Lulu girlfriend get taken out the game, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I actually don't think we're gonna see her again. But that would be some old typical Power type stuff. But they didn't do that with Symphony either, and I'll give them credit for that. So I think actually, man, we at season 4, the end of season 4 right now. Say what you want about the Power Universe PCU from season 1 to 4. I think this might be the best overall, even better than OG Power. I don't know, man. This is a good show. I just wish we didn't know the ending of it. You know what I mean? This is a really good show. Now, I've talked to some people and they say they didn't necessarily like it. I'm wondering what, because it was older, and they said kinda, and I get it, I guess. I mean, does this seem old to people? Let me know in the comments, man. I mean, I guess I'm getting old, man. But when I would watch stuff in the 80s and 90s, and I would see stuff that was in the 60s or 70s, that looked old to me. I wouldn't wear any of their clothes. Nobody was wearing any of their clothes. Nobody was driving any of those cars. None of those cars. Some of them look good, some of the classics, but for the most part, nobody wanted all them damn cars. And just they swag, the things they said, the music. I don't know. It just seemed it seemed distinctive. It is an internet theory out there that world culture ended in the year 2000. That's why, in a way, the clothes they wearing from this 90s period and things that they're doing kind of is still the same now. Whereas before you had the 50s, the 60s, the 30s, the 20s, every decade was a distinct change, flavor, taste. The 80s even a little bit with that rainbow neon clothes that we used to. Hey man, I was rocking my cross colors. Remember used and damaged jeans? I remember I had a big, bright, burnt orange damaged jean outfit with a jacket with rips and tears with pieces of leather in it, and then man, you couldn't have told me that wasn't cool. I would never wear that today. Let me get to some of these comments right quick. Stephen Harris, you say I don't see. I don't see either. Oh man, this really is like looking at a 3D. I mean, a HD or 4K TV. Stephen Harris, you said I don't see Rock going down. I think there's a chance both survive, but Marvin may die or go to prison for the murder on kids' foster parents. Yeah, you know, man, Marvin got away, and all of them, they get away literally with murder. In my Ja Rule voice is murder. I mean, how many people could they take out and get away with? He took out dude cousin behind right on their property. I mean, that was a bad hit to begin with. You shouldn't have took them out on their property while they inside playing the game. And you used the silencer. So I mean, this is like a professional hit type stuff. They just they overall get away with all kind of stuff and sloppy, put their hands on everything. And I mean, truthfully, Marvin ain't gonna probably get in trouble for that damn thing. I think what they put that in the storyline for is so that we will feel bad for Marvin when he gotta go. That's what I think. So that we'll think, man, Marvin didn't deserve it. Yeah, he did this and that, but he had a heart. Remember what he did with them foster kids? That wasn't even his real niece, and he was taking care of her for Gerald. I think that's what they doing to pull on the heartstrings a little bit, because I don't know, man. I don't think uh he gonna get busted with this. He should. He should, but you know, power. Look what they did to old boy in that apartment. And he fighting and falling all over the place. And Phew, they ain't get questioned about that. So it's the worst police in New York City, I'm telling you. In the 90s. Although that is kind of true, it was bad. They say what Giuliani kind of cleaned up the city. Giuliani did do some good things, allegedly in New York. A lot of people don't like the stop and frisk and all of that stuff, I'm sure, but it did get a lot of people off the corners and things, and gentrify a lot of places. I guess that ain't good in a way, but I don't know, man. City politics is crazy. Stephen Harris, you say I got both of them dying in the next episode, if not this show, as 5 cast members all survive 5 seasons of Power is crazy. 5 cast members. I guess you counting Kanan and Jukebox as well. Well, we know 2 would survive, so it's only 3 we know had a chance. So to see all 3 make it, I think is crazy. I agree, especially this long, as much as they've been doing. You know, I'm gonna put the link in the description if anybody wanna come up and chat about this finale, about this season, and about all of this stuff, because this is our last chance to talk about it before it's time to be about it. Darnell Williams, you said Marvin gonna get get taken out in an unexpected way, like Omar on the war on the war. Uh, I definitely agree that it was unexpected when they took out uh what you call it, what's his name, Omar Epps, but Marvin, I think it's they've given us at least 4 or 5 ways Marvin can go away easy. With Stefano already mad early than okay, is that snitching or not? I think it is in a way snitching. No, it's not snitching because you ain't telling the cops, but you went to tell what happened because you couldn't handle it yourself. Anyway, that's another subject. It's a half a snitch. You half a snitch ass man. And then we got ways he can go to jail, but that's Stefano. Early might handle it himself. Stefano might just want to get him for lying and being sneaky. Early might handle it. Who else might come after Marvin? You definitely see that I don't know what happened to that big investigation that had Omar Epps so worried that cost him his life, because we ain't heard nothing about that investigation this season. But he still got problems, because how many problems he done got into with these people, foster parents and other stuff. So he got at least 2 ways to go out and 2 ways to go to jail. So we got old boy, what happened with him in his apartment, and Garcia seemed to be investigating that. Remember that woman that Jukebox been talking to? She ended up giving giving Juke Garcia's business card. So who knows? We know she ain't gonna actually go, because if she did, she couldn't be a cop. So I guess we know that. So that eliminate a lot of things with Jukebox, I guess, on what may happen and not happen with her, and Kanan. But I think Kanan gonna get manipulated a lot more by Pop and Snap this season. Petite Delight, what's good, Mama? You say you think Kanan will take out Lou? Take out Lou, girl. What show you been watching? I got my man Stephen Harris. What's good, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, what's good? I mean, I don't think Kane going nowhere. I mean, we already know Jukebox ain't even much going nowhere because they already building up her character though going into season 5 for next year. And then you know they building up Pops the Snapper character going into season 5 is the villain because you know before when Kane either much find out the truth. But I mean, dude, yeah, because they had to kill Crystal because they either much already know Crystal was gonna talk because I remember when she started in season 3, you know, she either and the fans didn't either much like Crystal character, and you know she was jealous of Jukebox and how she was treating Aisha. And then she was trying to seek them girls on Jukebox over there at the train station because it did not go out her way that she either much thought it was planned it. And so, you know, Crystal, she wanted the spotlight for herself and didn't want Jukebox to take the spotlight. And so, you know that Crystal, she ended up hooking up with Kane, and they worked it all out together. And she stayed loyal to him. And
Mm-hmm.
then so with Kane and then with Crystal though. And she told when Kane came over and told her, she said, "How's I'm either much gonna protect? I'm supposed to protect you, and then here you is, you telling me to either much leave because if Crystal would have left for New York a long time ago and went back home to Delaware, she probably would have never got kidnapped on the bus because if that was me, they would have been riding the king me off the bus. I wouldn't be going
Yeah,
no. I wouldn't be going no damn well.
that yeah, you man, you too funny. Hey, Petite Delight say you think Kanan would take out Lou. I definitely don't see that in
I
the
don't see
cards.
Lou happen because I'm telling you how it's gonna go. If you know Unique is gonna end the Jersey Boys, I see them be the much turning on Unique because you know Phil Russo don't want to have nothing to do with Unique because he ain't got no soldiers, he ain't got no product to give him, and he ain't got no money. So you know he Phil Russo he pissed off about that, so he doesn't like Unique because he is gonna have to go over to Rock to either much get his product from her.
Mm-hmm. I got my girl encouraging warrior. What's up, mama?
Hey, what's up, my dear brother Noopsy?
How you doing?
I'm good. How
What's
you
up, Miss
doing,
George? What's
Steven?
up?
I'm
I'm doing
good.
good with you up here talking about power. And yeah, though I was saying though, the only way I see Marvin though making, I think Marvin probably end up going to jail because you know Early Tyler is trying to get him put in trying to take him out because he took out his cousin.
Yeah, he getting them set up with Stefano. Let me ask you this, encouraging warrior. Then we go to you, Steve. Petite Delight. She said Lou may try to stop Kanan from hurting Rock, and Marvin might have a shootout with the cops and die. Okay, see, that's the thing. That's why it's good to have. I know it's not easy to type in the comments everything, but now it make a little more sense when you said, "Will Kanan hurt Lou?" All right, so now what do you think? You think if Kanan try to do something to Rock, maybe Marvin or Lou may step in? What do you think? I didn't even consider that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think so. I really strongly believe like they would step in and try to be the voice of reasoning, or if need be, if it really get ugly, they would put him down for to protect their sister. And on that other question, Marvin might have a shootout with the cops. Yeah, he might have a shootout with somebody, or somebody might catch up to him and give him some concrete shoes, if you know what I mean.
He gonna get a full suit. Yeah,
Right.
that's a good point about him. Because yeah, they would try to definitely stop him from doing something to their sister. I agree with that point, Petite, and but I don't know if he would do something where they would see it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he would try to take her out in front of them, where they could get in between it type thing. I would hope he wouldn't just walk up in front of them and do something. I don't think that would be smart, in my opinion. But I don't know. Steve, you think the family may have a problem with when
Yeah,
Kanan
because
tried to
I
do
know you talking about Marvin.
any of them, Marvin or
I
Lou, if
mean, dude,
Kanan
yeah,
tried
because
to do
Marvin
something?
made I mean, I know Marvin messed up. He made too many mistakes though. But you either much but he don't go back and tell Rock nothing though. That's why she was either much was pissed off at him because he messed her up.
I don't know, Steven. I got a theory, but it might be a long stretch, but it's good for ratings though. If you want to
Yeah,
know what I
because if
think.
they either much I'm
What's
telling
your
you, if they either
theory?
much lose, if they lose Marvin though, you know the show ain't gonna never be the same without him because you know they building up jukebox to either much be a cop in a new future because to be that monster because when season 5 is over, I think she gonna be in power orgies. Because I'm not talking about not in season 5. I think it's gonna be an orgy when they get through. I mean, when she probably gonna go to DC. She going over to DC.
Yeah.
This is what I want to know, Jay and Steven. When is Unique going to find out that Rock was having his baby? That's what I want to know.
Never.
I mean, I don't think Unique
That
ain't gonna
might be the
find out Rock
smoking
having his
gun.
baby. Because you know why? Because Unique either much want to burn down everything with a Rock guy. Because you done took her corners from Rock. You done either much killed her people, and either much stole her product from her. So it ain't the first time they was beef. They've been beefing ever since season 1 and 2. They've been beefing.
They was bumping in 3. Here's the thing. I think that she may the only way this information will ever come back, well, I'll say it's 2 ways. Is either they reconnect
Mm-hmm.
and then they having pillow talk or whatever after pillow talk, and she say after they cool, I was having your baby or something. I ain't know and da. Okay, maybe that may be one way. The second way is if he's about to whack her and she like, Neek, no, I loved you. I was about to have your baby, Neek. You know what? You lie. You lie.
Yeah,
You
in
said that
season
to
2.
save your life.
Or Jukebox might let the cat out the bag.
Yeah, though, I remember in
Uh,
season 2. I remember when they had a shootout with the Italians, and then and he came to Rock House, and Unique was the one saved her life.
Mm-hmm. He
And
might
and,
do
and,
it
and,
again.
maybe
they
Juke.
started working with each other in season 3. And you know, running though, he gets out of jail. He ain't like that. Talking about, oh, you either much working for Rock, and you know she took everything from us because
Yeah.
he did not like no Rock either.
I mean, maybe Juke tells Kanan before he do something, or maybe after he do something. Hey, she did have a baby.
You gonna have a little brother.
Right. But then again, maybe she wouldn't, because what's that gonna do? She even kill her own baby.
Yeah, because you see, Detective Garcia was giving a jukebox the info about your friend is dead, and I think jukebox is gonna put all the pieces together and go to Kane and either much tell him, Krista's dead. Then Kane is gonna end up losing it.
Yeah, he probably gonna think his mom had something to do with that.
And I hope they don't go in the direction either much trying to kill off because if it is Rock though last season in Power then and they building up Kane going into season 5 when he find out the truth it was Snaps and Pops was the one took out Crystal. But
And famous.
and famous because they playing Snaps and Pops is either much playing checkers. That's why they either much keeping it
Playing chess
low
or
key.
checkers?
They
Nah, they
playing
playing
chess.
chess.
He said they playing checkers. You the first person ever said they playing
Yeah.
checkers as the good one.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, cause Snaps and dude, who you think who calling the shots though? It ain't Pops. I mean, it ain't Snaps, but it's Pops is the one calling the shots. because she got everybody head is on the swivel. Because if you don't do what she asks you to do, that means that's your head.
Hey, my man Miguel Disler was good. He said, "What give me Jay is Marvin still don't know Early been working with Unique this whole time." Dan, that's a great point.
Yeah, right.
That's a great point, man. Great point. Marvin is slipping. That's why I said in the last stream when I was talking, I think it was the first reaction when I was talking about when Marvin went into the Foster thing. I didn't like that. Like, dude, you got enough to do. Like, you ain't got time for social work. You got a lot of work to clean up, people to be checking on, stuff to make sure y'all ain't about to go down, and you over here checking on her. She ain't even nothing to do with you. Like, oh my goodness. If he was doing his job and watching Early, doing the stakeout, maybe he would have saw that Neek has been over there talking with him. Maybe he would have been able to catch dude, his cousin, somewhere else instead of right where they was at. You know, I don't know. What you think? That's my thoughts.
I mean, yeah, because Tyler is gonna end up going to Stefano and trying to get him taken out. Because he probably gonna send them Italians after Marvin. He gonna end up being in the shootout with them.
Mm-hmm. My girl Petite Delight says she thinks somebody gonna sue if it's only 5 seasons. Now that's funny. How many seasons in what was the first? What was Power? 6 seasons or 5?
6
It was
seasons of
6.
Power.
It was 6 seasons. What about
Yeah, because they had 15
Raising
episodes on
Kanan?
there.
What
Can
about?
only had 10 seasons.
I mean, not Raising Kanan.
I'm sorry about that.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost
But
only
Ghost.
had 2 seasons, like 3 seasons, right?
No,
I'm
they
about
had
to
4
look it up.
seasons. Power Ghost Book 2 had 4 seasons.
I didn't think it had that many for book 2.
Yeah, they had 4 seasons. That was
Yeah.
it. That was about it.
Let's see. I'm about to bring it up.
I guess Michael Rainey got tired.
Yeah, because he got tired of playing the character Ghost though, because he want to move on to something else.
Well, to Michael Rainey credit, as a little dude, he was doing a lot of movies before he got into Power. At a young age, he did that movie with Common, the rapper Common.
Yeah, I liked him in that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ian played in Barbershop with Ice Cube.
yeah, he did, didn't he? He had them the dreadlocks. It was
No
the
messed up looking dreads.
yeah, he had them dread. I forgot about that. So yeah, he did do that. A couple of them. Oh shoot, I forgot to look at the seasons while I'm over here talking. So this had what 6 seasons, right? What did I say? Episodes.
Correct.
Yeah, 6 seasons. All right, and then I know I'm moving slow. Let's see. The Ghost had Michael Rainey. You know, sometimes people think of you in that one role if you do it too long. Also, I mean, we ain't really seen. See what I'm about to call him, Ghost. What's his name? Omari Hardwick. We ain't really seen him too much after having that role that big. Why is he? I don't know. He may choose not to want to do as much. I don't know, but you would think after having such a big role, it's 4 seasons. You would think after having such a big role, he would be a big movie star or something by now, you know. But maybe that's not what he wants. One thing I do know about Omari Hardwick from seeing his interviews and stuff is he's like very artistic and stuff. He didn't like the gangster role and he don't like that type of stuff. He probably had all type of roles for being the next gangster in some movie or something. He probably didn't want to do it. But
To be honest, I ain't like the way they ended Ghost.
nah. You talking about with Michael Rainey?
Yes.
Nah, I didn't like it either. They got away with everything. And now he got everything figured out. Like, get out of here.
Exactly.
He couldn't figure nothing out for 4 seasons. And now he got it all working like clockwork. Like, come
And
on.
did he ever learn how to fight?
Never. They should have had him in.
Never.
Yeah, straight up. My man, Weed the People TV. He said, I like that name. You said Snap and Pop being the big bad of this season is crazy. They definitely playing chess. I agree. And I think that they should learn from their examples as a show and not take out the big bad so easy.
Yeah, oh yeah, they already know they can't grab up Lou and Marvin and Rock. They know they can't do that. Because if they can't do that, they gonna grab some of their friends off the street and use those dirty cops who they hired for.
And I hope to God Lou don't be signing up be Rilla to be doing no work out in the street because he ain't nothing but a straight up goofy.
I
Big
mean, do the
time.
right. Be really, it's just a waste of time. Though he don't add no values, no principle,
Nothing.
and no privilege to this show. And he ain't worth it.
Mm-hmm. Petite Delight, yeah, the Snap and Pop knew about Ronnie because Kanan had confronted them and told them about it. That's what it was like, considering how you treated your last business partner. We don't really trust you. Remember they were saying that earlier. We the people. I think Marvin don't take out early because then he had to find another bookie, which is why I was saying I'd be taking bookie applications right about now. You know what I mean?
See, Marvin's greed is getting to him. Like he trying to straddle the fence, trying to do little side deals on the side with Stefano. Then he trying to be like some bookie, and then he trying to take care of the business with Rock. You got to pick a lane, man. Pick a lane and
You
stick to
know,
it.
yeah, because and Stefano though is playing Marvin right in his face. He playing him as a flitter dude. Stefano is trying to put Rock and Marvin up against each other.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Talk about you talk about telling Rock. Oh well, Marvin was trying to plot on taking over the business. No, there go. Well, that's not what he said.
Mhm. Yeah, One Journey say this was a boring season. I think it did have a slow start, and I think it didn't really kind of pick up to the end.
Yeah,
And
because we already know. I mean, my mama told me when I was talking to her about Chris. I said I hope they don't even trying to hold Chris okay. They don't kill her. Even my mama said they is gonna kill. When I looked back on there and find out what she said, I went back and told you sure was right because I know she wasn't gonna make it
They need to
because
just
fans
get
they
rid of
didn't they.
Stefano.
Oh yeah, because the friends didn't like, and fans did not like Krista character at all. Though when she first started, they was dancing, her and Aisha and Chris like they was TLC, and then and you even much had Jukebox try to set Chris. Chris tried to set Jukebox up at the filler station, and then it didn't work out the way that that thought she had it planned not to be, and then so Drew told Chris, "You ain't shit. Your friends ain't shit either." And so Crystal was the one jealous of Aisha, and she did not want nobody in the spotlight but herself. And then and Jukebox got held up by them cops. They brought her in and asked her some tough questions.
Well, she ain't start getting all buddy till she started messing with Kanan. And then, eventually, they had to wind up trying to get along with each other because, hey, Kanan ain't going to stop seeing his cousin, and Kanan ain't going to stop seeing Crystal, so might as
Because
well
Crystal
try to
was the
act like
one,
you like each other.
and Kane and Crystal, they was the one started getting closer to each other.
yeah, that's kind of sucks. She was so young, and she was actually trying to leave. They really didn't need to do that, but
And that girl character should have been developed with more storylines in season 5, but they end up killing her character off instead though. It's like she wasn't on there doing absolutely nothing but just being in the storyline with Kane.
I know, right? Yeah. Petite, she said she want to see Snap and Pop go against each other. That would be interesting. I don't think nobody gonna be smart enough to do that. At
But
least
you
not.
can say she stayed loyal to him.
Oh yeah, who you talking about? Crystal to
Yeah,
Kanan?
yeah.
Not really, because she didn't know. She did talk. She just didn't know nothing. That's the
No, she
problem.
did. After they probably done dragged Crystal, and after they done dose her up. And then, because if that was me, I wouldn't open up my mouth and say shit, though. I just would have just kept my mouth closed, kept eating my peanut butter sandwich. Because they ain't even much give her time to finish.
Man, looking back at that, Crystal should have hit her upside the head with the chair. Got the
She
hell
should
out
have
of
did something.
there. I know, right? Young Slim, my brother, what's good? You say, what's wrong with Marvin being his own man? It's the same thing Lulu was doing, things without her. Marvin don't want to.
He
And
being messy, young. He being mad messy. And that's not the same thing because Lulu was trying to do music. He wasn't trying to be out in them streets like that. He was trying to get away from that. Marvin, he's still in them streets, but he's just in too many pots.
yeah,
He's in
what
I
too
mean,
would
many
yeah.
pots
Marvin
and he
do?
can't handle it.
And
I
what
mean,
would
look at
Marvin
Lulu.
do?
He was drinking every episode last in season 3, and then even much rock had to. He didn't want rock music or name on nothing. Dude, y'all had to kill. He had to kill Quan. He done sold his studio equipment for some crack. Mo had to kill him and turn around and had to kill Cartier behind his music because he was gonna kill him and Rock because
Mm.
even Lulu, either much though he started to come out of rehab. He done cleaning himself up, but he know the music business and a record label wasn't gonna get him nowhere well.
I mean, I think he just don't like the control and them over his shoulder, Lowell and all of them, and having the answer to that. I think he would like the music. He even said the music ain't got to stop, but he just don't want to do it with all of those other people. It's messing up his creative process, which he really don't have one. He only made 2 songs.
Exactly.
Let him tell it. He Quincy Jones though, but
You said
Yeah,
the word wrong
and
about
be
acting
really
like he the new
trying.
age. Like he Quincy Jones somebody.
right. Yeah, man. So let him tell it. He need all this extra stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I think overall he Marvin don't have interest like Lulu has. At least we haven't seen it. We ain't seen Marvin do anything other than this life. So I don't
But
know what Marvin
he
would.
got 8 bodies. Marvin done dropped 8 bodies this season.
I think he gonna be the next body if you ask me. I hate to say it, but
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Av 55744. It said, do y'all think Shamik Moore will be Breeze? And Miguel said, no, I want Breeze to be an older guy, not a teenage kid. I know Breeze is supposed to be older than Kanan because Kanan worked under him. So he can't be a teenage kid because it ain't going with the storyline of what they set in motion already, in my opinion. But I don't know. What y'all think? What do you think about Breeze and all this that's going on?
I mean, with Breeze, I mean, if they gonna bring in Breeze character, why should they should have just started off in the beginning bringing in his character
hmm
a
Well,
long time ago? Why would they want to wait 4 seasons to do it?
uh,
either do it in season 5, which I highly doubt, or do it in the Power Origins one and do it from there.
that's what they're gonna put it in Power Origins. This is Shamik Moore, and I mean he don't look like a teenager, but he could probably play one. He in that age where young 20s. Damn, this dude was born in 1995. He's 30 years old.
Yeah, because I'm 31 and he 30. Sure, I'm right in front of him.
This makes me starting to feel old, man.
Please don't talk about it, Jay.
I know. Let's move on.
Please let's move on to something.
What? That's 30-year-old? What? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
is he the one that play in that show Wu Tang?
Let's see.
Cause
His
he
name.
looked like he played Raekwon.
He was in Dope. I remember that, but it wasn't that memorable. The Gutter. He was in Spider.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, he that sure was.
He was in Wu Tang. Yep, he was Raekwon. And I remember this show. I don't remember him as Raekwon. Raekwon K. I thought. I guess I don't remember. I only watched it once. I didn't watch the episodes more than once. But yeah, okay, there you go. That's Raekwon. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, he's 30 years old, so he ain't no teenager. I guess by him playing, because they teenagers in Wu Tang, though, ain't they?
Yeah, they
Or
young in that.
early 20s, yeah. Because they wasn't teenagers when they came out. They was in their early 25. I think was like the oldest or something at the time when they came out. Anyway, so yeah, man, he 30 years old. Damn. So he ain't a teenager. He could play Breeze. He older. Oh, let me look and see his upcoming projects. Let's see, he got 3 upcoming. It don't have it on here. Let me type in Power Orgies. That,
Yeah.
that's what Steve call it, Power Orgies. Let's see. Is it gonna come up? I don't want to put in too much time typing this in. Anyway, it looked like he a 30-year-old dude, so it might work. Let's see, Young Slim. I'm starting to think Kanan smoked his whole family. I don't think he a serial killer like that. And you know what? That's one thing that people kind of, I guess we all kind of don't think about. And you all got a lot of great comments I'm gonna put up here. I ain't gonna probably read them all, but is that these shows we're looking at like serial killers in action too? Because if you taking out people, multiple people, not necessarily all at the same time, these dudes is like serial Ghost, Tommy, all these dudes. Anyway, what y'all think? You think Kanan gonna actually take down one of his family members this next episode? I mean, if anybody, I think it's Rock. Petite did put a little, thought in my head that maybe one of the brothers may get
Oh,
involved in
Jimbo, did you go to Instagram? Because I seen Bettina Miller in a magazine though.
saying what?
No, I'm talking about dressed up though.
Um, I don't know.
Jay, you had went by a comment and I had took a glance of it, but referring to Caden taking Crystal out of town, he should have did that personally, or he should have paid like an escort, like a bodyguard or something to take her out of town. You know what I'm saying? Because of these dire, situation. But no, he just gonna leave her fenceless on her own on some random Greyhound bus, which she can be followed, and that's what happened. So if anything, he hold that. He gotta hold that guilt. Cause if that was really your girl, I would not have my girl out there like that.
That's a good point. I mean, and he's close to my age at that time in 95. I mean, how old is he? About 18. So I was close to that age, give or take. But anyway, if I had a Benz, because back then, we used to drive. I had my license at 16, and I can't recall ever having a girlfriend on even a city bus, let alone going on out of town once I was driving. So I'm thinking if we was really that close and living together like that, and you trying to get her out of town to save her life, I agree. He should have probably just drove her himself. What he was being lazy, you know,
I mean, look, as much as I don't like Tariq, at
saving
least
gas.
he gave that girl, at least he gave that girl a bag full of money and had the white boy take her out of town, be like, look, man, but she wanna stay there and be asking all kind of questions. You
A
already know what
bag
happened.
full of money.
Yeah, like Tyrika told Brayden said Lauren out of town. If he end up following them, and she end up pointing the gun
Yeah,
at
but he
Lauren. You
gonna
know she was
drive.
scared, but she knocked him out. she knocked Effie out and put the car in the river.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I
I
was
didn't
never a
see
fan
him
of
give
Tyrese.
no bag of money. I missed that. Damn. I done seen this episode at least 4 or 5 times. I didn't see
I
it.
done watched the episode
Yeah,
three times.
Brandon gave her a big bag of money and told her to get the hell out of Dodge. He can't
No,
explain.
I'm talking about Kanan. You said he gave
Oh
Crystal.
no, I'm saying, well, he should have did something to make sure she was protected. He didn't give her anything.
No, he didn't give her no money. But this was before or after he got robbed.
Uh,
He still could have
this
gave
was
a couple
after. I think
$100.
this was after he got robbed. But damn, you ain't got
Yeah,
nothing stashed.
yeah, he
He
still
did
could have
have the
gave
money
a couple
stashed, but OC
$100.
was the one stole that money and went out of town.
Yeah, well, you see what he got. But yeah. I think Kanan may end up being upset with Unique over OC.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't know nothing about it. Unique took out OC.
But he almost slipped up though. Remember when he was sitting there talking to Kay?
Yeah, he told him I was the one put your brother running down, and he told him I would do it again if I have to. Because Unique told him
Yo,
I
when
ain't
Nick
had
should have
nothing to
said,
do no
yo, and
more.
I'm the one that took out your boy, and I would do it again. What you gonna do about it?
And that was crazy because he been doing all this for Rock for his brother.
For
And
real.
now he done cleared that up to your face, and you like, I respect that. What? What? Young Slim. All right, my brother. And if you want, you got the link. I put the link in here. I put it again. I think you thinking of Marvin differently. So I get what you're saying about Marvin and Principal. But here's the deal. Marvin was, do you remember? Because I forgot this. Somebody reminded me or both of us or whatever. I don't know. But remember, Marvin used to be the head of the organization and messed it up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he probably don't want to be the head no more. He probably, I get it. He, like he said earlier this season, he ain't got to tell her everything. Like that's like, I guess, in a mom sense. You know, your mom loved you, but you get tired of saying every move you make. In a sense, he grown, he can still do things, but what he does affects her too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this Foster thing. This can ruin everything. What if he gets caught? What if he go to jail? Now she lost her right hand man over what? She gonna be like
Over
this,
what? Because he want to play Captain Saver.
right? And this white girl, they gonna be like, she ain't even family. They never even met her. They
Like,
gonna be
what if
like,
he
you
wound
been
up
screaming
snitching on him?
something
Talking
you ain't
about,
never
yeah, it was Uncle Marvin.
right, Uncle Marvin. You could, I gotta see Rock now. Uncle Marvin. Uncle Marvin. What the hell you out here doing, fool? Uncle Marvin. We ain't even met
Oh
this
man.
damn kid. Rock
Dude,
would be
for all we know,
furious.
they probably were trying to accuse Marvin touching that little girl or something. Talking about some
Hey,
Uncle,
for
you
real.
know?
Marvin, man, he could never come and tell them this. What he gonna tell Lou? Okay, when I was in counseling, it was this fiend. Gerald, we became friends, and then I had to kill him. He killed himself. And this and that. I mean, this show, he ain't even told them nothing. It's too much to start to say, well, now I feel guilty. Now I'm her uncle, and I went to check up on.
Then come to find out the fiend was a freaking informant.
Oh my God, oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
You
He
know,
didn't
the
tell
rabbit
them,
hole
and
goes
see,
deeper than that, Jay.
and all that's gonna happen is that Brock is gonna say, "I told you,
I told your ass.
I told your ass, you always doing something."
So you understand now, yo, why we said what we said? Like, look,
I,
everything that Marvin does affect Rock because they together. They're
right,
an organization.
just like him going into Stefano's affected her, and the lawyer told her, "Hey, he going in and out." Because then, what if they start following him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What if
because
he get
Stefano either must got the feds watching him because he already know he can't get in start no war. He doing everything. Stefano trying to cover his track.
right? And also, You know, him doing those hits as the mailman. What if that went wrong? You know, he got too many. He exposed himself for what? Some money on the side that could end up taking down their whole family in a sense. Rock.
See, this is what I don't understand, Jay, not to cut you off.
Go
Marvin
ahead.
should have never got involved with Stefano as soon as Stefano offered him to go make them hits with his with his daughter's husband. Like I would have been like, look, that's family business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. No disrespect, but hey, I don't want no parts of that.
Mhm. Especially when you're dealing with the mob and the Italians, and if something go wrong, or you take out this dude or that dude, and then you got to deal with this or that, or da 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 da. You know, yeah, he was putting himself, exposing himself unnecessarily. You know,
And then Rock told Marvin specifically what her lawyer told her. Look, the FBI is watching that fish shop or whatever. So but we saw your brother coming out of there. So you better tell him to stay away from there. Then when Rock confronted him about it, he want to play dumb like, oh, that ain't me. That ain't me.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, I'm going through some of these comments. I'm behind on them. A couple of y'all was talking about the movie Dope. That's what I was saying. I remember that. I've seen it once or twice. I know I liked it. I gotta read what it was about. Then my memories have come back about it. But I remember I liked that movie. Slim say I'm 44 grown ass man. Dog, LOL. I get it. I'm behind, so I don't know if he what he wrote. But yeah. I mean, you know. That's why Marvin has to hide what he's doing because he know he messing up in a sense though too, you know. And he should have told Rock that Stefano, Tony Danza, Tony D, you know, he said, "Let me put you in place over Rock." He should have told her that day, you know. And like you were saying, Slim, that Marvin was saying take down Stefano. He didn't tell her why though. He should have said the reason why. I guess, thinking he was protecting her, being the big brother, and he's saying, "Well, let's take him down. That way, he eliminate the threat." And then also protecting her by not saying this what he said. But I think that was a big mistake. I don't know. That was just my thoughts, but I think Marvin, he's putting himself in the bad position of not being trusted by Rock. And really, they all that each other has, really, because he don't have anybody else, and really she don't. Lulu maybe,
Yeah,
and he
because
uh,
Rock don't even much have no enough army to even much take down to my tag.
let me ask y'all this. So since Lulu, and this is how it normally works in these type of stories, is that as soon as somebody get out and doing good, and then next thing you know, they get back in, then they get whacked, and everybody be like, "Oh man, they should have stayed out. They was doing good." You think that's gonna be the story for Lulu? He just
I
begged
mean,
pretty much to get back in, and then next thing you know,
it's
damn,
a little too late.
right. What you think?
I really think Lulu gonna have to do everything at all costs to either much save his family before it's even too late because he waited till the last minute to get back in though because he had studio going. I mean with B Rilla and he either much had been in rehab to clean himself up from drinking and now he's out. He decided to jump back in the game at first. He went and told right that I'm in.
hmm They went to this meeting with Unique, and so it wasn't her and Marvin, it's her and Lou. Neek, he like, okay, so y'all back. Look at them. I wonder what they about to negotiate and talk about. Because it
Well, I
cut off
think
right here, right? I don't remember them saying nothing.
no, they ain't say anything to one another. They the episode that's ended.
Yeah, I wonder what the hell they talking about. My man Slim, what's good with you? You back? All right. What's this? Oh, hold on. There we go. What's good, my brother? How you doing?
What's up,
Yo,
Slim?
what's up? What's up, guys? What's going on?
Because
What's
I know
up?
you. I know you've been listening up here giving theories on power raising Kanan.
Yeah. I just been listening, man. Y'all bashing my boy Marvin, man.
All right,
Y'all
tell us.
bashing
No,
my
I
guy
love Marvin
Marvin.
too, but right is right and wrong is wrong.
How's he wrong? How's he wrong?
We not
How's he
look.
wrong?
Come on now. The man is making so many messes that Rock can't clean them all. That's why Rock said what she said. She getting tired of cleaning up everybody's messes. Kanan, Marvin, Lulu. Bad enough she had to deal with the death of her mama.
Okay. I don't feel like that, man.
All right, go ahead. Tell us your case on Marvin. How you feel about Marvin?
Like Marvin, all is being.
Hold on. You having some audio? It was messing up. Go ahead again. Can't hear you. Nah. So, okay, I can hear some noise now.
Can you hear me?
All right, perfect.
All Marvin is doing is being a man, bro. Listen, how can you? Why do I need to ask my sister permission if I can go punch on some white dude for some money? Hey, go tune up my brother-in-law. Okay. Rock, can I go punch on Tony Danza's brother-in-law or son-in-law for a couple bucks? Huh? Can I? No, come on, man. He ain't gonna ask his sister no stupid shit like that. Neither would you or anybody else that considers themselves a man. Okay? Now, how are you gonna blame Marvin for the dude, the stupid boy, for killing a dude over the money? How you gonna blame Marvin for that? He told him to fix it, handle it. Like, he didn't say go smoke him, go put some cement shoes on him. He didn't say that. He said go handle it. But thinking that
he's
he's
more
telling,
specific, but he didn't
but
say
he
that.
didn't say kill him. Like, oh, it's like,
Wait.
you know,
Hold on, your audio messing up again. All right, what you say?
early about the money. He thought that he ran his pockets because he was like, "Oh, you got the money." He didn't say nothing about killing him. Bro, like, what you mean? What you do? And then when he heard that he killed him, he's like, "Yo, bro, what you doing?" So don't blame me. I think Marvin's just being stupid by letting Early manipulate him into thinking that he had something to do with it. I would have been like, nah, dog. I ain't tell you that.
Well,
I
that's
ain't tell
that
you that.
one. Okay, so maybe in that one particular moment, Marvin got something to say. But if it was what Rock was saying, she look at it as you messing with them and doing this for this little bit of chump change. This is in her mind thinking is gonna get either you whacked, us in trouble with the feds, because the feds is watching his restaurant, you working with him, anything, you just opening us up. And that's
But
just
come
with
on.
Stefano, let alone the foster kids. How could he explain that?
I mean, he has a big heart. And, Marvin loves kids. Marvin loves
I
kids.
ain't got a big heart. I just love the kids.
Man, I'm some kids.
Marvin loves kids. Marvin loves kids. I'm just saying. But look how he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, your audio messing up.
You got me? Hear me?
Nah, I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, Rock's running her beat, talking slick to the Connect, the Asian boy. I forget his name. The one that Marvin put down for her.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? She started beef with him, running her mouth. That ain't bad for business. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It goes both ways, yo. I think nobody's made more. And she made the biggest enemy of her son. She made the biggest enemy of her son. Like, her own son don't trust her. Neither of her brothers love her, but they don't trust her. That's why they always try to do something else without her, because she's overbearing, smothering, and a control freak. And ain't nobody trying to follow no woman into the grave, man.
I don't know about it because it's the woman part, but I think where she
Yeah.
messed up with Kanan is she should have never cooked that work with him and then tried to be like go to school and go to get a college degree. Like you took it too far when you brought him into the game and you cooked and worked with him. And even I'm glad he said it this year when he like I'm done with school. He like you crazy. You think after all we did, you popping people, I'm popping people. You had me try to put down my pops. Like you didn't manipulated me on that. So that's another reason. Like manipulating him too many times. And I think that's where they lost trust at. Not necessarily because she make bad. She thinks she was too smart, smarter than everybody. And when things didn't work, like if he would have successfully put down Omar Epps, when he was supposed to, maybe then that secret would have went away and she would have been good. But because he lived and then later found out, Kanan the Truth found out about it, that really made her look bad. So I don't
But,
know. I think
but was
probably
that secret that bad that you had? Was that secret so bad that you made your own son, your only son, try to kill his father? Was that secret that bad? Yeah.
well
Like it
she a
wasn't that big of a
narcissist.
deal.
This if anything show narcissists is in women too. Because she don't care about nothing but her first and how it affects her first. Then everything else. I think she would probably be more worried about Kanan because of how it may reflect on her type stuff. Yeah, she care about him second, but probably other stuff with this business and stuff. I don't know. Like she looked at maybe teaching him this work and this business so she could have another soldier, another person working for her that she trusts instead of thinking first, I can't bring him into this and do this. You know what I mean? Just say he too young. Can't think that first.
Well, Jay, I think she already blew her number one general, which was AKA Scrappy. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the best candidate. You know what I'm saying? And all because of some
And Rocky ended up taking him out.
misinformation that Malcolm gave her.
Hmm. Let me ask you this, Steve. I ain't heard from you in a minute. So, do you think Stefano may get taken out this next episode? He's trying to be the puppet master.
I
He
think
playing
Stephen.
checkers, as you say. Mhm.
Yep, because he either much want his sister Rock out of the way. He want Marvin to either much be the leader to either much take over his business. That's what he want. Marvin ain't gonna let nothing happen to his sister. And then because look, Stefano do need to go because he either much playing both of them like a little, and then like I don't trust Stefano
Little.
because he just using Marvin. Right in come around every time you is always table.
I'm hearing like a TV or something in the background. A lot of static. Uh Encouraging Warrior, what's up? You think Stefano may be in trouble this episode?
Yeah, he is gonna get in trouble because when word get back, because I'm pretty sure Rock will go back and tell Marvin what he told her, and then Marvin is gonna wind up defending himself and be like, "Wait a minute, he told me something like you was trying to take over," and then two and two going, then two to two gonna add up together, and then they gonna figure out that he been trying to double cross him, and that means he got to go. So, I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, because if Stefano don't get taken out this season, and we got to wait the next season to take him out.
Hmm. I'm gonna say this though, man. Patina Miller is a beautiful woman, boy. She got like some classy, natural, beautiful looks. I know that's maybe I know it ain't everything, but she it ain't really
Well,
it.
how old is she? I mean, like, she got to be like in her
She's
40s.
38. She 40 years old.
Hell no. She's like 50 something.
Nah, she in her 30s still. That's
Get
the
the
What?
hell
thing.
out of here.
She in
She
her
ain't 30
30s.
something.
I'm about to
No,
Yeah,
look
no
Nah,
it
I
in
up.
would have
real
thought
life,
she was
she
in
in her
her
40s.
40s.
Patina Miller look good, man. She has a look that could be in her 30s, 40s, or 50s. I don't think she looking up. Well, 50-year-old women don't look that bad these days, so black women especially. But
Especially if they take care of themselves. So, she got the means to do it. So,
right.
Yo, Stefano wanted Rock out of the way because Rock's an asshole. That's why. It's easier to work with men.
no. He was so busy worried about, Rock might still got feelings for what Unique. Why are you worried about who the heck she's sleeping with?
I'm telling you.
Like what? Because you want to sleep with her? Like, what is it? Why are you so worried about her feelings for Unique? Like, those feelings are non-existent now, or is they? We're gonna find out. Do she still got feelings for him?
Because Unique was the one that robbed her, ain't he?
He the one what? Robbing her?
Yeah, he's the one robbing him.
Patina Miller was born in 1984, November 6th.
She's 40.
So what's that? 39?
40?
39 or 40, one of the two.
40, 39, 40.
94, 2004, 2014, 2024. She turned 40. So she 41 now. When this show started 4 years ago, 5 years ago, she was in her 30s. She 41 now.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Man, when this show was going on in 94 or 95, which is the time period of it, she was 10. Okay. 11. Well, I guess half the rest of them weren't even born yet. So. But yeah, damn, man. Patina Miller, yeah, you go, keep it going. Good work. Anyway, Slim, you think Stefano life may be on the line for this last episode because he is trying to, as Steve say, play them like a fiddle, and maybe it may backfire. And Rock, she did not come out of that meeting and tell Marvin exactly that he tried to reverse it on her. So neither one of them really told each other, but they be trying to do that in Power. Sometimes they used to do that with Ghost and Tommy, and we didn't see them talk. Next thing you know, they work together on some plan, and they be like, "You," and we be like, "What? We thought they ain't know." So I don't know. Maybe that happened again. You think they're gonna try to take Stefano out, or he gonna get the best of him? Your audio messing up. Not that clear. I don't know. Say it now.
Hold on.
There now.
Can you hear me?
Much better.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I was saying the reason Stefano didn't want to work with Rock is because she's an asshole, and she started static with the connect that they agreed to work with the Asian dude. Then she had him killed, and then she went over his head. She wants to be that guy. So she's just unpredictable. That's why he gets along. He was getting along with Marvin, eating spaghetti, giggling, laughing, making jokes, just guy talk. You know what I'm saying? So he got along. He felt like he would throw that seat out there like, yo, why don't you take over for your sister? Marvin didn't take the bait, but at the same time, I understand why Stefano feels like he can control Marvin a little bit more than he did with Rock. That's why I guess that's why he wants him gone. But everybody wants her gone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, everybody wants her gone. Who does? Her own son wants her gone. Nobody wants her there. So Lulu's. Stefano's going at it.
That's some good points you made.
Because Kane and Rock don't got no best partnerships with each other. So she got issues with Unique.
with everybody. She's got issues with everybody. Her mama, her brothers, her son, the Connect, Stefano, her baby's daddy, her gay fake baby daddy. She
She
got
ain't got,
issues with everybody.
she ain't got no more mama issues. But you got a good point. I think what it is with her, and I'm just being devil's advocate though, but maybe the part of the problem is she in a role that's not natural in the sense of being a queen pin and this hyper masculine dominant thing. And I think in a way, what Stefano doing with Marvin and getting along with him versus Rock is sort of similar, like in the NFL, how they always want to hire somebody they like to get along with, and that's why it's hard to get a black coach because they more
Yeah,
comfortable the owners with, you know what I mean? So he like
yeah.
more, not that she can't do the job, but not that she doing a great job or bad, but still, you ain't really trying to give that opportunity to talk and chit chat like that, and I
But
get it.
she's not really doing a good job. She's not. She's not. She's not doing a
I mean, she actually not doing the worst job this season. I think what happened is that Unique really messed them up and taking out their connects and stuff. Marvin made a couple bad decisions doing that stuff on the side. And yeah, she got beef with her son and other stuff, and she not getting along with people. That's true, but it's not costing them business. I don't think is what's happening. Is like if Unique didn't start whacking the dudes, the Chinese restaurant dudes, they'd be smooth sailing. But because he
but she
did
still
that,
don't
he
get
made
along with
dudes.
nobody. She don't get along with nobody. Everybody is against her. Everybody, literally everybody. There's nobody in the show. Her boyfriend left her. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, who's she with? Who does she have? Who's on her
She
side?
have jukebox. I mean, she have jukebox. She don't. She loyal to her. So
Right.
Jukebox was giving her the side eye. Like I don't know. I don't know if I believe you, but
All right.
okay, you got Jukebox.
Hold
Okay.
that thought one moment. I was just about to ask Encouraging Warrior as the only lady on the show, but I got Crystal King coming through. Crystal, how you doing?
I'm well. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can
yes.
hear you. And I appreciate
Yo.
you coming through.
What's up, Crystal?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what do you think about Rock and her position and how she dealing with things, considering, being a woman in this world, gangster world? You think she been making bad decisions, or it's been other stuff, or a
I
combination?
feel I feel she been cleaning up behind other people.
Okay, okay.
And everything she done cleaned up behind Kanan.
Hmm.
Y'all forget the only reason they went to war last season was because of Marvin.
Which would remind us what you mean.
When Marvin had what was it, Salvatore's son go up in there and hit and kill Tony. I mean, well,
All right. Okay.
and they found out that it was Marvin that had him doing that. And Sal went to Rock to tell Rock to put
Okay,
her
I remember
brother
what
down.
you're talking
And
about.
she
You
said
talking
she
about
won't put her brother down. That's why they went to war.
right. And you talking about when Unique had to save her.
Exactly.
This is okay. All right. Yeah.
South
Like
side.
we could start off from season 1 with Kanan jumping off the porch and taking care of Buck 20. Again, stepping in something that wasn't his business that she had to clean up with, or him cooking up the dirt, the messed up crack that him and Marvin was selling that she had to also clean up behind. And
Good
then
point.
her putting down his father was because his father was trying to line Marvin up to take the fall for everything. So everything she's done is been sitting here. Everybody, like she said, everybody likes the aftermath of her
What about the
decision.
first time of trying to put down pops?
Oh, see, that was because that nigga he stepped into it. He was getting too close to finding out who he was. Like I said, once Kanan jumped off the porch and you
Right.
forget Howard was sick, Howard needed a bone marrow transplant, right?
Right.
He thinking he didn't have any family left. Then you notice Kanan jumping off the porch, he getting more into the business. Up until this point, what Kanan was 15, 16? This man ain't never paid attention to Kanan
Right.
until Kanan decided he wanted to infiltrate his mother's drug empire when she told him to sit down somewhere.
You making good points. You making good points.
She didn't tell the man. She didn't. You're right, but she didn't tell the man that was his son. She didn't tell the man that was his son.
So
What you mean,
you sleeping with an
so?
underage girl. You sleeping with an underage girl. How you not know you was laying up in her? Like he said, he ain't care to know. He may have thought about it, but he ain't care to know. So in 15 years, you done slept with this girl, this teenage girl, and you ain't know, you ain't had no inkling that was your child until you needed something.
It's a good point, because if you see in the dates matching up, you got some type of idea.
Exactly.
Right. You just didn't want
Like
to
you ain't care until you needed something. Like let's say, would you really think that he would sit here and go and check Kanan if he won't die? That nigga ain't care. 15 years, 15, 16 years, nigga, you ain't care. You ain't care until you needed to. I'm like, yeah, everybody make these decisions talking about she don't get along with people. But if she wasn't a woman, which Quan straight disrespected her every time. I'm not about to work with nobody that keep disrespecting me. If it was a dude would have been handled that. But because she a woman, right, she can't talk and have anger and hold her position.
Hey,
Because she a
you're
woman.
making good
And she a
points.
woman out here doing it on her own. So that's why a lot of them mad, because she doing it with her brothers. But she the head. So they mad because she the head.
She has done a lot of cleanup. You made a lot of good points. And
I'm
then
like, she ain't no perfect mother, but come on, man. Like, we ain't gonna play like she ain't been sitting here cleaning up season after season of drama. She did say it was DEFCON son.
Yeah, Verbal Underground said, "Damn, you cold up in here, girl."
But I'm like, nah,
he
cause like if the dates lined up, dude, you knew you was sleeping with this young girl.
That's true. She said it was DEFCON. Let's see, Verbal Underground. He said, "Nah, Rock was with men at the same time too. Rock was a freak body. I don't know about freak
Who said
body."
that? Who said that?
The Verbal Underground
Wait,
says,
no,
"Nah."
I'm saying, where was that proven that she was with multiple people?
That's why I say, then for all we know, she was with
I'm
DEFCON
like,
when
here
he
y'all go
played it
pushing
like
that
that.
narrative again. But even so, you knew you was a possible.
Yeah,
You
that's true.
you was fucking around the same time. Because
Right.
if that wasn't the thing, then why did see now y'all doing it? She shot him, not put him on child support. Like nigga, that would get Kanan killed at this point.
They just joking. Don't take that.
Like no, but I'm saying that would have got Kanan killed, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but she couldn't have put him on papers like that, because then they'd
And
have been like, right.
even when he went to Howard asking him about his grandparents, Howard ain't even wanted to be known that he was his son. But y'all mad at Rock.
So what you think about Kanan? You think he justified in being mad at her for what he thinking she did and manipulating him?
Yeah, as far as that part, yeah, she wrong. She wrong for
Okay.
that part with having him put down. I feel like she should have told him in the beginning. But as far as her putting down D Wiz, no, Kanan, you hold that L. You hold
Right.
that one. Because it was either him or my son. I'm not gonna give him my son, like she said.
And I get that. I mean,
So
that's
my
his
thing is
plan,
like
so
with
he's
that,
seeing it
he
different. But
keep
as the mom
yeah,
or
but he
dad,
keeps sitting there trying to put that in her face. But I would have been like, okay, so I should have had him kill you though.
right,
Would you
right.
would you have preferred that? Because you ain't gonna keep throwing that in my face.
Man, that's a good point.
You did something that you weren't supposed to be in. Y'all made an executive decision, and I made the executive decision because they were going to keep coming.
So what you think about with Rock and Stefano, and he told her the reverse, that Marvin want to put her out,
He's
and
trying to be a puppeteer.
you
And
think,
my
but she
thing with
didn't
that
tell
is,
Marvin.
but yeah, she didn't tell him. But I think this episode coming up, she gonna confront him about it. She gonna confront him about it this episode about that. But I'm like, Stefano, but that's a dirty game because you saw what went down with Sal when he tried to do that. I said before anything, even if they have problems with themselves, it's always gonna be family first.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's like I can talk about my peoples, but you can't talk about my peoples.
that's facts. Now, What do you think? Because Pops and Smoke. I always say Pop Smoke.
Oh,
Snap and Pop.
oh, you talking about snaps and crackly pops?
Well, they
Snap
said.
and
Well, I
Crack
watched
Pop.
a interview, and they said Crack was supposed to be coming. So that
Hey,
might be the breeze y'all talking about.
Oh,
might
pops and
be they
Weezer.
gonna get something cracking. But what you think about them playing in to what they got from Crystal about Kanan blame everything on his mom? Then they told Kanan, your mom's had something to do with that.
And he gonna believe him.
Mm,
He gonna believe him because he's so angry with Rod. He can't see. But I'm like, if you just think about it, everything she did, it was a reason behind it. It was a fucked up reason, but it was a reason. Like Fame, why would she want to put down Fame? Fame won't snitching on her business.
right.
He won't in
And,
business with Rock.
yeah, and Fame ain't had nothing to do with that. I mean, Snaps and
Yeah.
Pops is the one behind Famous death. They end up killing him because they feel because Snaps and Pops feel shaky that Famous was gonna end up snitching right on them to Kane, and then either much Crystal was end up got taken out of too. They done fall on the bus. I ain't know when I would be getting them off there, but I would be like Rosa Parks sitting them on either much move off of there.
I was like the other lady said, I was trying to figure out why she was on the bus in the first place.
Because
Right.
Kane was the one
If
told her to
it's so
leave.
dangerous, if it was so dangerous, you would think that you would personally get her out of town instead of
Drive.
being
Right.
like, yeah, go ahead to your peoples. Like,
And yeah, Snaps and Pops. I mean, they had those polices. They was the one drugged it, her up and dosed her up, and they ain't even much give her time to finish her sandwich, and she just
yeah, I
got
was
to
mad
start
about that. I'm
talking.
like, y'all could at least even Death Row, they get a last meal.
Hey, for real.
And she gave up the intel to Pops, and she ended up shooting Crystal in the head. That was one of the worst scenes. And you know,
Yeah,
Pops
I ain't
don't have
expect
no
that. I ain't
and
expect that
Pops
at all. I was like, that we couldn't even get Fame, but y'all gonna
and,
show us this. I guess it's showing like probably what happened to Fame.
and Pops don't need much. She don't have that woman don't have no flesh and bone in her body at all,
No
and she
flesh and
needs to
bone.
go. And if they don't get killed off in the mid season, I'm gonna get pissed. I'm still gonna keep wishing death on to season 5 to get here because
So
it's time for Buddy and Clyde to go.
For real.
Mm. I want to
I
ask
think
about Mark. Go ahead, Slim, right quick.
now I think Kanan was onto it. He kind of seen it coming, but didn't go all the way to make sure that she was safe because he seen the smoke coming because
Yeah.
that's why he went. You can't stay here no more. But he didn't finish it.
And
Right,
saying that's
He
what I would have wanted him to do. Like, get that girl to safety. Like, you know
right.
it's
yeah.
not safe.
Yeah, he could
I
Make
have
think
showed. He
sure,
got a nice
make sure
Benz. He
she
could
get
have
out of
rode it.
there.
Yeah, he
even
could have
Tariq
got
sent
home.
his girl on the road with some
Right,
money.
with
You know
some
what I'm
money.
saying?
Like with some
Girl,
cash.
Yeah,
yeah.
cause like Lauren though, she had on that and she was wearing a wire on her, and so you know though, Braden told her to get her Lauren out of town because he don't want her going on a stand testifying against him.
But to
Yeah.
keep her safe too, though.
Yeah, to keep her safe because you know if it done drove up behind the scenes, you don't want to take out Lauren. I'm going to end up getting a job. And what she did, Effie was the one knocked Lauren out and put her in the car, and she was already unconscious, and put the car in the river with her in there.
Yeah,
Mm.
she was dirty.
Let me ask
But
y'all this: y'all think Lamar Jackson gonna make another scene, maybe taking somebody out, or he was just a one hit wonder?
cameo. Just a
Oh yeah,
Unless
he
they
cameo.
was
take
there. So, man,
unless
the
they
writers
take
done
out
gave
Unique.
Lamar Jackson a one episode.
Okay, Crystal,
I
what
said
was you
unless
saying?
they took out Unique. Because
Yeah,
Unique seemed to forget for Jersey, they work for the other dude. They work for the Jersey.
Right.
So
You
why
talking
right.
about
you
right.
keep thinking that they cool with you like that? Like they not your peoples.
Hey, that's facts right there.
I mean, then and them Jersey boys, Crystal, they gonna end up turning on Unique.
That's his peoples. Like you keep saying that say F Jersey and all this other crazy stuff, and they looking at you like like
Yeah,
you do know we from Jersey, right? Like
right, right. Yeah, just
Jersey, baby. Jersey. Yo, I think the season got too many villains to for them
they
to
do.
kill. They got too many villains. Everybody's a villain. So
That's
you
what I was
got
about to say.
you
Everybody is a villain. Like
got
ain't no
me,
good
you
person.
got Stefano, you got Stefano, you got uh um uh who's the other?
Your audio breaking up a little bit.
You got too many villains for them to kill. Oh, Snaps and Pop. You got too many villains for them to kill. To kill any of them, actually, or one of them, even one of them. Even if you kill Snaps and Pop, or if you kill Stefano, you still got everybody else unique still out there. And then the mob guy that he has backing him.
Let me ask
because he
Crystal.
keep going to Phil Russo. But and Unique ain't got no pride to give Phil Russo, and he ain't got no money to give him. And Phil Russo don't even much like Unique, so you already know Phil Russo don't want to have nothing to do with him.
Also, I was trying to figure out like what, like you really think you killed you took out what's the little funny one, took him out, so you ain't think them Jersey dudes ain't go out, not OC but the other dude, you don't think them boys ain't go and report back to Phil about what you doing?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even though he told you to stand down, like, come on, man.
Oh, you talking about the Asian dude? And yeah. Let me ask you this,
all them people,
because I ain't asked you this. Who do you think may get taken out this last episode?
I don't know. They said, well, from my understanding, I heard it was supposed to be 2 major deaths. So at this point, anybody can go.
What you think about Lulu?
Man, I want him to be safe, but like, didn't they say in the original one that he had like a record studio or something?
He was working with Crown Camacho in the studio, but I don't think
thought Lou said he owned his own. Like, well, maybe that's what we saw. Yeah, what we saw for Bulletproof Records. But
yeah,
at the end of it, I don't think none of them gonna be alive for real.
All right, we getting ready. I'm about to get ready to wrap it up in a little bit, y'all. But I got a few more questions I'm gonna ask y'all. Slim, let me start it with you, and then we ask everybody what you think about Unique and Kanan relationship. Now that Kanan told him to his face, "I took your brother out, and I do it again." Now what? He made Kanan look so little compared to Unique as well. Look,
I don't think much of that, man. I don't think Unique is not. They look funny even being on screen together, because you know what I'm saying. It's like Unique is Rock's enemy, and getting the
your audio
shit.
Yeah, you know.
It don't seem right for Kanan to be talking to Unique at all. So I don't really think much of that. Like, that's just Rock's enemy, not Kanan. This has nothing to do with. I don't know. I don't think anything comes of it. I think that's the only time they see each other.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he may be Breeze, of course. Steve, what you think about this with Unique and Kanan?
So I'm Unique now. My name is Breeze. What are they going to do that? What are you talking about?
I don't agree with it. I don't think so. But a lot of people do.
People need to get off that Breeze shit, bro. Who cares who Breeze is? Just watch the damn
He's
show.
probably about to be introduced though, but nah, Unique ain't nobody's Breeze.
Nah, I don't think
Unique
so.
done lost his mind.
No, Unique ain't Breeze character in the show. If the writers either much wanted Breeze, he would have been in the show by now.
You think Kanan gonna have to have a beef with Unique, or they gonna have to go head to head or something, or he gonna just say forget it
about his money?
He needs to, because he already told him, I already put your brother, I will either much do it again. He told Unique, I don't have issues though with you. I have issues with your mother. I have, because I don't have nothing to do about putting your girl down.
But what if Kanan put it together that Breeze is wearing a chinchilla, because that's my money. You up here got work, that's my money. You put down you rob me. Oh.
Yeah, he wearing his money.
Brother, and I'm gonna put you down.
Yeah, and then he done robbed that her Chinese husband, where she had a product and killed Sonny and the wife, and turned around and stole her product.
See, that's
and sold it to Early
Kanan ain't put that together. That. I'm talking about just Kanan.
Like Kanan, like, you thought that Unique took Crystal, but you ain't thinking that he probably took your money.
Right. Good point. Good point. That
And
didn't
and
even
you
And he
make
didn't
sense.
think
basically said he
OC
was
was
dead.
probably like on something because everybody else was taken out, but OC was still alive at that time when y'all got robbed.
Right. Yeah,
He's like, yo, how you know OC?
hey. Yeah, see, Slim, you ain't think about that part. So what if he think about you took out OC and robbed me though? That chinchilla is mine.
And all them chains you got on too.
Hey, that's a hurtful feeling though. If you ever get robbed or somebody take your money or something and then they wear it in front of you or
He
they
on the
take
top, got his come up off of you.
Wow.
woo,
Then
woo,
you living in this little apartment. I'm living in lavish, like
man,
off your
man,
money.
man. And that's your savings too?
Dang. But I
Yeah.
mean, fair exchange ain't robbery. He was taken from his mama.
Well,
Somebody took
shit.
it from him.
But I still never understood that. Maybe you can explain it to me, but in my little experience in the game, I don't know how was he taking money from his mom? Like, was he
I don't get it either, bro. I don't get it.
I
No,
don't
because
understand.
are you talking about in the aspect how she didn't know?
Well,
No.
remember that
How's he
OC was
stealing from
saying
his
he was
mom?
skimming
Oh,
money.
he was just taking it.
How? I don't understand. Like, if you getting
Instead
the
of paying
work,
her back the certain amount, he was just taking some off the top.
he wasn't paying her
How?
for the
No,
work.
he won't pay her back all her money. And being that she still trying to win favor with him, she ain't gonna question it.
Mm,
Is that what it
That's why she
was?
asked him if
that's the
she
only way it can make
if
sense,
he
I
wanted her
guess.
to look at his books. That's why she asked him that. And he was like, I don't need you to look at my books. Cause if she looked at them books, she would have known, like, hold up, are you stealing from me? But this
Because
ain't the first
you
time
shorting me.
he done stole from her.
Right. So he was shorting her on the work. I guess that's the only way he could have did it is shorten her. But
But that wouldn't be called skimming, though, bro. That's not called skimming. That's just like, bro, his mom's not. That's not skimming. Skimming is if
called
you're
you
taking
shorting me.
something. Yeah, he's shorting her. So they called it skimming, like he was stealing money
It's
from
theft.
somebody.
It's
How's
Yeah.
that
theft.
stealing if he like
That's
all I
theft.
do is get my work from her? Okay, so
But
if
but
you
he
get
won't
work from
pay
her,
what he owed. That's the
Say if
thing.
he get $1,000 and
He
he
won't
only
pay
give
what
her
he owed.
500 and
That's
say
theft.
yeah,
we ain't
that's
got
not
it.
skimming. No, that's not
Yeah.
skimming.
It's just a
You know what I'm
different
saying?
word.
Skimming is like, yo, I'm supposed to give you back 1,200, and I give you 11 from the, you know what I mean, and I sneak
No,
some
it's
money
like
off of it.
That's
say I'm
what he
supposed
was
to give
doing.
you 1,000 and I made 1,100 or something like that, and then I
Mhm.
take the extra 100 instead of say for example I'm supposed to give you all. That's why I understand. That's why I didn't get it with the skimming because where is
It's
his
not
profit
skimming.
at? What do they do? They didn't explain it.
Well, it
I don't
depends
know.
on how
I
much
thought
he
about
owed
it
her,
too
like how
hard,
much he
maybe.
got off the product, how much he sold it for, and
Only
what
way
was
he's
his
taking money
payment was
is if
supposed
he's
to get
taking it
her. So
from
it must have
something.
been if he was supposed to give her a certain payment and he didn't give her all that payment. That's skimming off the top. Like that's taking a little bit for yourself
It's
and
his
then giving
money.
her money.
It's his
That's her
money.
money. That's
It's
her
his
money.
money.
No,
He's the
that's her
one
money
selling the
because
drug.
she's the connect.
So
So you
what?
have to pay the
It's
connect
still his
back.
business.
You
It's
have to
still his
pay the
business.
connect back in order to get your drugs. Like you don't like
Exactly. So
you
how's he
trying to get
getting you
more,
more?
you
That's not
paying your
skimming.
connect. It's
Skimming
like
is
that's like
Hold
getting it
on, Slim. Let her
on.
finish.
No, you got to look at it like this. Okay, so I don't know if y'all seen Paid in Full,
Oh
right?
yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so when Ace went to Lulu, right?
right.
He said he paid Lulu for a percentage of what he made, right? So any drugs like how they say when even what you need, he took money, he's supposed to sell,
He
and
getting
he's supposed to get
fronted.
the money back, right? So Kanan was far fronted money,
Okay.
and he's supposed to pay back his mother for what was fronted in order to get more. So if you're not paying me back my full amount, like if that would have been anybody else but his mother, he would be gone. Like if it was Snaps and Pops, like you see Snaps and Pops, like they want
Right.
their money.
We in Chicago, we would have said you shorting me.
Yeah,
not
it's like it's
skimming.
kind of the same thing.
It's the
Skimming,
same
yeah,
thing. What you saying? We would have just said shorting and not
yeah.
skimming.
I say
Yeah,
theft. I
yeah.
mean, you stole.
Yes,
Like,
Uh,
yeah, you stealing. Normally,
yeah,
when people shorting you, they didn't have it or barely had it and was trying to keep extra profit like that. I guess so.
all
In
right.
that way,
So,
it makes more sense when you
but yeah,
say it
but because
that
it's
way.
his mom, she not paying, and she ain't gonna hold him to it like that. Like because of the issues that they got with
Right,
each other.
right.
So
So
she not
she,
yo,
gonna sit here and be like, no, I'm about to put them down
right,
with my
right.
money.
Okay,
yo. So
that makes
skimming.
much more sense. Go ahead, Slim.
Marvin is skimming from Stefano. That's skimming. Like, yo, give me that money, that little extra money that, you know what I mean, just so I know that we friends. What he's doing is skimming. Marvin is skimming off with the bookie boy. That's skimming. Getting money you're not supposed to be getting, period. That
But he
has nothing
made
to
a
do with
side
you.
deal with him. That wasn't no skimming. That's a
Yeah,
side
that's
deal.
skimming. That's what he's doing. He's
He's
Taking
skimming
not
money off
skimming
Stefano's
the top.
money
because ET
You
is
take
paying Stefano his money. Now him and Marvin got an additional side deal.
right.
because he's skimming the
So
money.
Stefano is getting his money. So he's paying them. So whatever ET pays, whatever he makes, he's giving Marvin money out of what he makes.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what he makes. That's why Marvin was like, they
I
made a
think
side deal.
so.
He said whatever he makes,
Skimming.
he gets a percentage off of what Earl ET makes.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So
So to
Stefano
do
money
that,
don't have nothing to do with that. Stefano gonna get all his money.
Yeah, skimming is if,
But
for
that's why Earl
example,
said, man, I ain't even making no money for real between paying Stefano and you coming to get your cut.
right. Like say for
So
example,
it's
you
like he
working
got a finder's fee.
right.
He paying Marvin a finder's fee because Marvin hooked him up with the job.
okay. So all right.
A steady
I thought he
find.
was skimming off of Stefano's money. That's why he didn't want early to tell Stefano.
No, it's because
So
Stefano
he's
told
paying him
him he
out
was
his
gonna hold him
nothing. So I'm
accountable.
sure Stefano won't have a problem with it.
No, it's because Stefano told him, like, because remember Marvin took out the last bookie.
Right.
And he said he holding
It's
him personally
skimming, right?
responsible if, yeah, now he was skimming, yeah. But he told Marvin he was gonna hold him personally responsible if anything go wrong with ET.
Yeah, like
So
if
that's
you're a
why Marvin
bookie,
ain't want him to tell, cause like, okay, because you did this, now I'm responsible for what you did because he told him that he was gonna hold him accountable.
exactly, because he
And
already
this
made
is why what it goes back to Rock saying like anything you do, that's our business.
hmm
Cause they'll always lead back to her having to clean up. Like now you see Stefano telling her like Marvin trying to cause division between them, but also he want her to put her brother down.
hmm
And once again, she gotta make a decision like I'm not putting
Wait,
my
did he
brother
say
down. That's
that?
my family.
Did he
Yeah,
say
Yeah.
that?
and
he,
He
Marvin
ain't
ain't
have
finna
to.
put his
he
sister down.
He ain't
implying
have
that
to. He
if
ain't
you
have
bake,
to.
yeah, he putting that seed in her head, you can't trust Marvin. Basically, he
Yeah,
trying to take you out.
he ain't have to come right out and say it, but
Right.
that's what he alluded to.
And the
I
Marvin
mean, and
problem
trying to
with
put
old
them
boy
two.
is he vouched for him.
Right,
So you basically
right.
put it out. Go ahead, Steve. What was you gonna say?
I said Stefano is trying to put Marvin and Stefano up against each other because either way, either Marvin Rock goes or Marvin
What?
goes. So those are only two choices.
You got me confused on that
So
one.
he
I
meant to
mean,
say
that's what Stefano
Rock
trying
and
to do because I
Rock and
think he
Oh,
Marvin.
want
Rocket
Marvin.
Marvin.
Stefano want Marvin. That's what he want. He don't want Rock running his organization in his business. He don't trust her.
Because
No, I
she's
don't think it was
strong
that. I
willed
think
though.
it was good, but he noticed he can't control her.
Exactly. He can't control her. She's strong willed. She gonna
Marvin
do her
is
own thing.
more easeable, like I would
More
say, more
relatable.
easy to get along
Yeah.
with. He go along to get
Yeah.
along.
Uh-huh.
Rock
Just
not
a
gonna sit
regular
there and
guy.
let you do that,
Yeah,
Right.
but Stefano, he can manipulate Marvin and
and
use
then
him
she a
any kind of
woman,
way.
Man,
at
Marvin is
that.
the most dangerous person on power, bro. I don't know about all that, dog. Like
I
Marvin is
mean,
dangerous.
I don't think he the
he's
most dangerous.
dangerous because he'll put somebody down, but he's not
All
a
of them would do it though.
mastermind.
All
How
of
many
them would put
people? How
somebody
many
down
people Rock
though.
killed with her own hands?
She put down a few.
Who?
Right.
Yeah, but
She
she
Who?
put
put down
down the
old
His
Texas
girl.
mom,
She
hallway.
put down
she
old
dropped
girl
his
husband.
pops.
But the
put
I'm
thing
not talking
is,
about smothering old ladies with a pillow. I'm talking about actually popping somebody.
She
did
popped
she
on
kill
my ex.
Juliana husband? That was first season.
Yeah,
Yep,
Juliana.
and she turned
Okay.
around, and then
Okay.
Juliana, she turned it on Rocky. He ended up sold her store. And when I tell her, she ended up putting down Juliana.
Okay, she did put down Juliana too.
I
She
forgot all
did.
about. Damn, she
I
did.
forgot that one.
She
I
did.
I
What you
forgot
forgot.
was
about
calling?
that.
Well, y'all, the loyal
Yeah, Rock
soldier,
ain't
y'all was
no
talking
joke
about it.
though. Yeah,
Cartier, her and Lou did Cartier.
Yep, and they done shot him up in the elevator.
I said, but the thing is, you ain't supposed to get your own hands dirty.
that's true. That's true. I mean, at some of these high level things, that's the only person you can trust.
Right.
But at her high level, she shouldn't be implicated in nothing. She's too visible anyway, in my
And that's
opinion.
what I say.
Yeah, for
But
all of
see,
this,
but she has to go around and clean up. Like she a
Marvin,
cleanup
but
woman.
Marvin got more homicides than anybody on here.
But that's his job.
sloppy though.
That's his job.
That is
He
his
the
job.
muscle.
He's the muscle, right?
Yeah,
Because
he said he's the
Lou
muscle.
fell
That's his
apart.
job. You the
Hey,
muscle.
Because Lou fell apart.
but
Lou
Slim,
was
remember he used to run it.
Lou
Remember?
was her number two. That was her right hand.
Yeah.
was was. Remember, she's
Until
like,
he
you got to
left.
put that Louisville. You got to put that Louisville in, or whatever. She wanted to kill the young boy.
Batter up.
D Wiz, yeah, batter up. And then she wouldn't even tell Marvin what that was about. Now Marvin got to do all her dirty work.
Well, Marvin was the he the muscle, so that's what he got to do. That's his job.
Right.
He inherited that position.
When she like
He got
look what's
demoted.
happened with her making him her number two.
Well, y'all remember he got demoted because he used to be number one, and he
Right.
messed it up.
Yeah,
Slim.
yeah,
For selling to
yeah.
an undercover cop. Like, let's come on.
Yeah, and
Like,
using their own supply. So
Yeah, he was getting high.
and Rock
yeah.
had to sit there and come in. And he even said that when they had that scene in the hospital when Lulu was burnt up, he told her, he was like, you can't tell me what to do when it comes to my family. He was like, you better than this at me, Rock. You always been better than me at this.
Mhm.
So yeah, he said she better than them. Like she made the plays,
Mhm.
but it's when they go off and make their own decisions, thinking they know everything. Like at the end of the day, if you can't clean up your own mess, and I gotta always come in and save y'all, but y'all complain about how I do it, but y'all fine with the results because it keep y'all out of trouble.
Yeah, I know that's right. What you think about Rock putting her mama down? What you think about that situation?
I won't mad about that. She showed her act of kindness. That's what Mama wanted.
Yep,
Man,
and that's where she got it. She tried to get Marvin to either much take out.
And that's the thing.
Marvin was
That's
refused
what
to do
pisses me
so.
off because Marvin is like this strong, but he couldn't do it. Lou couldn't do it, and once again, it falls to Rock to have to do the
cleaning
stuff.
it up. Cleaned up mama
It
death.
falls to her to do it. So it's
That's because
crazy.
they loved their mom. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Rock
Yeah, I'm
hated
gonna
their mom.
disagree on that one. As
But if
far
she
as the
hated her mom,
reasoning,
that would have been her making her suffer, right? Right.
I get it, but
Maybe
still,
you
But
still
the
Dude,
mom,
finish
but
dude,
her
your
dude,
mother.
mama
was
asked for
trying to
that.
cook.
but
She
then
Her
she
you
mama
burned the
gotta
asked
stage
for
and
it.
color.
go
That's what
ahead.
her mama asked to put her out of her misery, to take her away from the pain. And she did her mama a kindness. Like, I'm not mad at that.
So
She ended her mama suffering. Either way, she would die.
in
Yeah, from
one
cancer.
point, you got a point that it's not like she did it on her own. Her mama asked for it. But on
Yeah,
the
it wasn't like
second
she was
thing,
like just sitting here like, I'ma just kill this heifer.
but I
Like,
but I want to say this though. Maybe they had a harder time doing it because they had more love for her than Rock did.
but
They
did they
did.
Yes,
really?
they
Well,
I
did.
mean,
also boys' first love is their mama.
Absolutely.
you saw
So
Lulu. Lulu was like, I just want to get credit for being here when she was at the hospital. So was
she
it
was
really
hard.
like they had more like I guess in the end when they had that conversation, Rock did love her. She
It
loved
did
her.
show she had more love than we probably thought. True.
She was hurt. I look at it as like Rock probably came to some realizations about some stuff.
True.
Like
I
that
agree.
now I'm losing my mom. Like when they had that discussion before she went in there, like maybe she was the best mother she could be.
True. True. I give her I agree. And the verbal underground said, nah, Rock cried. She loved her. And
I mean,
then
if she ain't
Miguel,
care, she would have been like, let her suffer. Like, I ain't putting nothing. Nah, she deserved that. But no, she went in there and sat with her while she took her last breath.
true.
Mm.
Told her mama said, "You my only daughter." And she's like, "You my only mother." And I was like, that's kind of sad.
So you think her mom was worse than she is?
Oh,
We don't
man.
know too much about what we do know is her mom was there, but she apparently she checked out long enough for Marvin to be the head of the household, taking care or whatever. But like I said, you'll never get the full story because, like she said, everybody has a different story.
Oh, they got to do Raising Rock.
Raising Rock.
Right. But I think,
Hey,
but like Rock did the best that she can. Like who taught her how to be a parent?
that's a good point. That's a good
Who
point.
taught
She
like she out here in the
teenage
street
mother.
trying to be a queen pin. Like
So yeah, trying to make money for the family. They was probably struggling in her mind. Getting with a dope boy is probably her way out. They can have
trying to
food.
make the money. And
Well,
then
she
Right.
was
she
knocking
noticed
boots with
that
an officer,
it won't really know that much money. Well, she thought he was an undercover cop.
That's
knocking
true.
So
She
she thought
probably
he was
thought
in
he
the
was another
game.
dope boy.
She thought he was in the game.
Right, right.
knocking boots with an undercover cop or Omar, whatever you want to call him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Like that say more about his character than they do about a teenager.
Yeah, because he should have known better and he was on the job more so than her. Probably she actually liked him. Or she thought he was a dope boy, in the game, and she about to move up the ladder of success, so to speak. And then
so that's why she
realize,
wanted him dead so bad. Like,
Yeah, it's
damn,
like what I see as a parent. I'm like, it's always something to learn. Like we not gonna always get it right as parents.
what the hell is Green
that's
doing, bro?
true. Nikki in the comments, she said it's a lot of parallels between Rock's relationship with her mom and Kanan's relationship with her. There's love, but a lot of resentment too. I could see that. I could agree. I mean, it's different levels, of course,
Yeah.
because I doubt Joyce Thomas. That's Steve's favorite person. Joyce Thomas.
Could maybe like I saw like some comments a while ago that people was like she should have sent him away, but it's like
She tried.
looking at but look also looking at it as her mom probably wasn't there. Like she wanted to at least be in her son's life.
Right.
So I'm like she did good up until a point where
And
he felt
Joyce
like
Thomas wasn't whacking people.
yeah.
Yeah, I think what messed up with their relationship going sideways is what was it that in the first episode they was shooting on the beach? What made them go and start shooting on the beach and they was talking about the game?
Oh, because
Oh,
because he
because
shot
he
at
jumped off
he killed the boy. They killed
and
the boy.
he wanted to kept wanting to get in the game. Because remember, she tried to keep him out for a long time. Had him sitting in the house.
That was it right there.
Yeah, she had him sitting in the house trying to keep him away from
Mhm.
it, saving him.
And
And
then
he
she shot a
kept
bullet out in the
trying.
middle of nowhere, and it was like that bullet's gonna come back and get you.
Right,
So
right.
she like, if you gonna keep doing this, like I gotta at least show you like what to do. Because it's
I
Hmm.
obvious you gonna keep stepping in it.
I think this is the weakest Kane has been. I thought he was a little clever, kind of smart. He looks so stupid this season, man. He just
But
does.
it do show like the parallels between him and Tariq. I'm like, now I see why you like them so much.
Ah, that's a good point. You see y'all big goofies together.
He
I,
saw a lot in him.
right. I respect him though a lot better than Tariq and his
Yeah,
mistakes.
Freak is corny.
Way
Right.
too corny. And Tariq already good. Like
Yeah, he
Kanan
had a
ain't
good life.
good.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you was born with a silver spoon. Why are you trying to get in it? Like, your
Man,
dad trying to get out.
for
And that was
real.
always my argument with that. Like, people talking about Ghost should have told him the truth. For what?
I
I'm like, as
know.
parents, we do stuff. We don't want our kids to do it.
Right.
Enjoy your private school and your elevator door.
For real.
Like,
And who as a
Like,
parent
I want
tell
to
their
sit here
kids
and
about
tell
their
my
job
kids
every day?
everything that I did in the past. I'm like, let me sit there
Thank
and
you.
tell you everything that I did in the past. No, I'm not about
Right.
to do that. Nigga, you do what I say. Be better
For
than me.
real. Exactly. Then that's realistic. If
mhm.
anything, you're trying to do better for your kids than how you had and make improvements. And he looked at it as he lying or being fake. Hey man, I ain't in no damn interview with you. What is you talking about?
Like, like I'm trying to get out of this. I don't want to be in this. Ain't no
Right.
longevity in this. Like you either die or you going to jail.
For real.
I got a quick question.
Was good.
Do you guys think it's too late to bring Ghost back?
In what fashion? On what
Ever.
show?
I
Like
mean,
on,
they want to chunk a lot of money and go amount of money to bring goes back.
on the on Tariq's show, Power Book 4, whatever it's on, whatever it
That's
is.
That
over.
was,
That's
I
canceled.
ain't even gonna lie. That was the whole reason I started watching it. I was hoping. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
please bring Ghost or something.
I
wait,
was
Tariq's show's done?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
done.
Over with.
over with.
Yeah, he like a kingpin and he running stuff, and I was trying to
How
figure
did
out
it end?
how.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, it ended so whack, man. It ended. It's one of the worst
Wait a minute,
endings
and
ever to me.
Power Book 4. What happened if Tyreek and teams up with D-Mac and Power Book? You know people was talking about that last year. D-Mac and
Yeah,
Tyreek team up in Chicago.
man. So
D-Mac ain't
yeah,
about to get in that.
right. The way that ended Slam out, the reason I say is whack is because we watched what 4 seasons of Tariq can't figure it out, trying to figure it out. And then in the
Running.
very last episode, in the last 10 minutes, everything is figured out. Everybody got everything running smooth. He got the perfect operation. Everybody's free and clear. Everybody lived.
Ah,
Yeah, I know. He like a
that's
damn
right. That's right. That's right. Oh, they killed Noma. They killed
Yeah.
Noma, and then they killed and then what's called killed Noma's daughter.
right.
And I forget what happened to Tariq and Braden, but
And
what is
he got
stupid?
away with
Tariq the
everything. He
kingpin,
running smooth.
and Braden, he just a worker. He work under
Right.
Tariq.
right. This
And
dude is
Braden ain't never dropped nobody.
yes, he has.
Wait a minute, he only drop I can't think of that dude's name. He done
Uncle. He threw his uncle off the building.
oh yeah, he done throw his uncle off the
I forgot
building
all about that.
and
That's a
turn around
literally
and
That
drop.
killed
was crazy.
That's a literally drop somebody.
That was crazy. But he came in.
yeah.
Don't forget, he came in to save Tariq. What was it, season
Yeah.
3?
yeah, because he came to save them from Norma and Obi when Effie and Diana said you were trying to kill my mother. And Kane and
Oh,
Diana a lot of
Obi.
people trying to kill me too.
Yeah,
And then Kane out there
Obi
waiting
gave
on me
him.
and Norma stopped him. I mean Kane Norma told Kane, hold on. And then the lights went off, Brayden came in shooting, and you know he done saved the day.
Obi's in Godfather of Harlem.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been reviewing that show. That's a really good show, also, man. Godfather Harlem. That's a dope
Yeah.
show. You watch
I
that,
don't
Crystal?
look at going
No, I
for a
need to get
Harlem
into
3
it.
times.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fire.
it's so good, man.
Yeah, what you say, Steve?
I don't look at going for the Harlem 3 times.
What you mean 3 times?
I'm
3
talking about it's a
episodes?
good episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
See, that's how I be doing with
You
Raising
know I can't
Kanan. I'm
be
like, I have to watch it a few times.
because
yeah,
you know I can't be missing out on no shows.
I
But
know,
yeah,
right?
this season, Kanan, he just been. I'm like, I'm so over him. If I ain't know how his story ended, I'd be like, please take him.
hmm
Cause I'm like,
Bryce,
cause it's like, okay, you saw your mom paying off the police, but you seen Snaps and Pops like actually talking to the police. They leaving their establishment, but you think your mom got something to do with it? And you ain't drawing no parallels with maybe, possibly that
that's
they
a
had
good
something to
point.
do. And then when they fishing, they were asking you like, well, who you think did it?
Right.
Those fishing questions, like, I'm gonna need you to be more aware. And first of all, in
Mhm.
that game, you ain't supposed to trust nobody. So why you trusting them?
That's right.
Yeah, and they not even much loyal to you.
No, they all criminals. You can't trust these criminals. You're crazy.
First,
The criminal.
I would have tried to figure out like what's y'all animosity towards my mom? Like what happened in the past that y'all got so much animosity towards her?
That's true. They haven't
Because it was like
explained that.
Pops was like, I'm the original, like, girl, but you with your husband though.
hmm
Rock a
That's a
queen
good point.
pin. She not a king and queen pin. That's the difference. I'm
Mm.
like, so are y'all mad because she doing this and she got her brothers running with her? Like, what's really the problem? Cause y'all got such vitriol of turning her and her son against, well, her son against her. And I'm like, if anybody know when you come between family, they ain't gonna end well.
I guess it's really unusual to see a single woman in the game like this at
Right.
that level.
But that's where her brothers come in from.
That's true.
You got the muscle and then you got her right hand that also
Good
handles
point.
stuff that she need to handle.
That's why Marvin, going back to Slim, he's so valuable. And
So
I
I'm
think
looking
that,
at
but
Juan's comment. Like, no, Kana was stupid when it came to Tariq too. That's how
yeah,
he
I was
died.
about to read this. Yeah. Juan Marley put this up. That's my man, Juan Blaze. What's good? He said, Kanan was only stupid when it come to Rock. It's like he go back to being a rebellious kid when it come to her, but with everything else, he grown. I don't know about that. I'm gonna let y'all go to it first, Crystal, and then
But I
Slim.
say, because in original power, he was dumbed into
Mm-hmm.
trusting Tariq, and then you got lined up
For
again,
real.
trusting people that you ain't supposed to be trusting. Like when you got mad at the betrayal that Ghost sent you to prison, he be like, it was either kill you or go to prison. I couldn't kill you. I'm like, okay, that was better.
I
I'm
know, right?
like, in that game, everybody is trying to get on top.
Man, dirty game. Slim, what you think about Kanan? He only dumb when it come to Mom Dukes, or he make mistakes all the time.
Man, like I said earlier, I think this is the dumbest they've made him out to be this season, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it just don't make no sense how stupid he is.
It's my
I
mother.
mean,
What?
he
Give me
got his,
one example. What you
he
ain't
got his
like?
girlfriend killed. You got to get out of here. He's like, yo, it's like in a scary movie. You got to get out of here. Go, let's run to the graveyard. Like, that's what he just did to her. What you doing, dog? Like, why didn't you get her out? You knew something was up. Like, you're connecting the dots. You're like, oh, see, my place got robbed. This is happening. You're connecting the dots. Like, yo, somebody's attacking me. But then you're like, all right, girl, I'll see you later. Bye.
Go catch a bus to your cousin's house. Like what?
That's funny.
Get up with you, man. Go to your mom's up. You know what I mean? I'll see you. Get on the bus. Go ahead.
Craziness.
What about you, Steve? Just this season. Why Marley say this just this season? But what you think about this season? You think Kanan been dumb this season
I mean,
with
yeah, Kane been done because he don't never think straight with his thing. He don't need much want to be taught the lessons with his mama trying to teach him. Because I'm telling you,
That's the
his
thing.
ego
She
is
has
too.
been trying to drop lessons to him, and it's like, dude, like I know you hate her, but like she dropping you some jewels.
mm-hmm.
Pick it up.
I mean, he don't get it because he think he knows everything. He don't know a damn thing.
Big Bird say, word, Crystal, why y'all coming for my mama? Nikki, she say Kanan was beefed out with Rock last season too, but when it came down to it, he chose his mom over Ronnie. And I think he eventually came back around the Rock side this season in the season finale too. Huh. That's a good point in that
I
arc.
hope so.
Yeah, they may
But
make us think.
the way he been, I'm like I just don't see him smartening up because he is like so much rage behind it. Like you really think your mom like why would your mom torture famous? Like if she gonna put him down, she gonna put him down. Like
Right.
with D Wiz, they showed him a good time before they put him down. Like
Right. Hell,
And
she
they
didn't
never
even
denied it. And they didn't deny
right,
it.
and that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like she told you why she put him down. Like
right.
where she did, she said it when she snapped off because he did something stupid again.
Yeah.
And
Right.
she just keep cleaning up his messes, and he like D Wiz, yeah, fool. Like what you thought? They was coming back for that. Like
Right.
you don't
That's
get to take somebody out and then okay, kumbaya, we good.
nah,
Wait,
not in this game. You're right. Ain't no HR department.
didn't Unique tell Kanan that his girlfriend was dead and so was OC?
Right,
He told
right.
him that. And
And
he's
he
like,
and he
huh,
wasn't
I
trying
don't
to
even
put
want
that
to,
out there.
I'm not trying to put that out there. And then he's like, how you know OC? He basically told him, how do you know? So once Kanan find out that his girl is dead, for sure, from Jukebox, he's got to start connecting some dots, man.
I hope so, but it's like even with the famous thing, it was like, so you gonna go to Snap and Pop and see what they police know, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
you like Snaps and Pops, they paying
Yeah,
people because
because
in this game they gotta have connections, but you don't think your mom doing the same thing because she in the same game?
Right.
That's true.
And then it's like who would benefit from Famous taking out? Because again, your business was with Ronnie Snaps and Pops.
And that's who
Right.
You
you made a
wanted
deal
business
with.
with your mama during that time.
That's why it made no sense for Snaps and Pops to kill Famous.
Famous.
Famous
Well, if it's
had
got
no
to
idea
do with
who they
Because
Ronnie,
they
even were.
no, but they didn't know what Kanan told him. So they probably got word that he was probably going to
So,
talk from
so
the
if you think
police.
Kanan told him something, then kill Kanan. What you killing the boy, his friend
But
for?
see,
That don't know
Kanan
nothing.
the asset. They making
Is
money off
he?
of Kanan.
yeah,
Because
Is
they
that's
he?
what they thought. That's what they thought. They were getting money from him.
Yeah, and they using Kane. And they using Kane
exactly,
is they shield.
and
So
they
that's
may
the reason.
use him to take out Rock too.
Right.
And then they continue to lie to Kane. They manipulated Kane. They walking and stepping on him,
And then, like
and they
somebody
got
said,
him
Ronnie
looking
was
like a
like,
fool.
Famous talk too much.
You said Kane is an asset. If Kane is an asset, then why are they smoking his best friend, his girlfriend, his mom dead? What? How's he an asset?
Because they
Well,
they
they
They're
might
treating
talk.
him.
It depends
They're
on
treating
what
him like
he's
he's an
telling them,
enemy.
but they're making money off of Kanan.
exactly.
They're treating him
Right. And
like he's an enemy.
They're making the money. They making
I
money
mean,
off of him.
and you
But the
already
initial goal
know.
is to not only make money, but to also turn him against his mama.
They're
Yeah,
treating him like he's their enemy.
Yeah,
one way to
right.
control somebody is to keep them with limited information also.
It's
Right.
only
So
a matter of time before
And to
he's going
isolate
at
him.
him.
yeah, and isolated. So they trying to keep him isolated and not have as much information and
And
then
then if
come to
he
them.
already feels like his mom is this horrible person
Uh-huh.
by taking out these people close to him,
But killing his
that's only
girlfriend?
hey. You heard when she told, like, okay, so now I said it's gonna get back to because, like I said, I believe they did the same thing with Famous, probably drugged them. They already
They
know he
probably
was
thought of them
tortured,
as expendable. They
right?
probably
Oh,
didn't give a
wait.
damn about Famous or the girlfriend. They like find out what that little bitch know. Yeah, I go ahead and
Yeah, because
just
remember, Famous he got
Torture.
put up because of that kid that he took out whatchamacallit,
uh,
and they wanted
Rock,
him to talk.
what's
But
the
being that
Reggie
he
Roddy
don't
whatever?
know nothing about Rock's business, he only
Right.
know about Kanan. So they thought he was speaking on Kanan, and then if they put everything together, Kanan is connected to Ronnie. Ronnie connected to Snaps and Pops. So their whole thing was they didn't want anything coming back to them. So they wanted to clean it up before it even got that far.
Mhm.
Mm.
I mean, in theory, it's good. They, for in
It's
my
stupid.
theory,
Yeah, it's stupid, but
yeah, because
to
they
move
didn't
the plot
explain it
along,
well. But I'm gonna
the,
go back to maybe it's unexpected that Famous didn't work this season or something, and they kind
yeah.
of yeah, because this is giving me like the Shy season 2, 3 vibes or whatever. Three,
But they
Brain
did an
dead.
interview with the dude that somebody did an interview with the dude that played Famous, and he
mm,
said that he initially wasn't even supposed to be in any like that many episodes. He wasn't even supposed to be out of season 1.
right. I can believe that.
So yeah, so eventually he was going.
That's yeah. That's the thing with
Yeah, because the
Because
writers don't have no more.
in order for him Kanan to become who he was in power, you got to get rid of people close to him. You got to
right.
get
Yeah,
rid of the
because
people
now
that he
you
loved.
seen it. They done got rid of old. They done got Famous up out of here in season 4. We ain't see this when the season started, kicked it off. We ain't see Famous in the orange jump prison uniform because we thought Famous had disappeared and went to LA where Jessica was at.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
they end up bringing back Jessica in a storyline with Lulu.
For what?
But
And I'm like,
and
why
then
would I
that's why
bring
they
what?
kept it.
What was that?
That's just to make old girl mad, I guess. It didn't really was no serving none. Yeah, I'm gonna get to this last comment, and then I'm gonna get to each of y'all and ask you what you want to think or say about this season or the next episode before we go. Um, Al Heyman back in promotions. It said Breeze coming next episode, and it's Shamik Moore. So they mentioned
They
that
say
earlier,
they've been alluding
right?
that he
Well, I
coming.
mean,
Hold on,
if it
Steve.
is, oh, I'm
Let-
sorry about that.
That's all right. Go ahead, Crystal. Then Steve.
No, that's what they've been alluding that he's coming. When they did the interview, they were sitting there saying that Crackle is about to be seen next episode.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they finally about to introduce him. I mean, it'll move it on to next season
Snap, crackle, pop.
to see how everything transpired, and then probably, like I said, introducing origins eventually.
I wonder why they gonna be named after cereal.
That's
Rice
what I want.
Krispies.
That's what I said. I wish they would have gave a more backstory with them.
No.
Wait,
Steve,
what y'all talking about origins? Power origin. Is that real?
yeah, that's the prequel for Tommy and Ghost.
Yeah, they're supposed to
That's
be coming
coming
out
out.
in 26, though. They're supposed to be coming out in 26. But if we don't
Hmm.
get Power RG coming out in 26, that means we probably gonna sit up here and wait to 27. That means Power RGs ain't ready for their spinoff.
Wait, I
Power.
But
thought
then they
I
say
thought
they
Tommy and
finished.
Ghost was supposed to be in next in Raising Kanan.
But
Nah,
but the only thing
Yeah,
I know is,
they supposed to be finished filming season 5 already.
oh yeah, because they did film season 5 after they got through wrapping up season 4.
Hey.
yeah. We people thought we may see a Tommy and Ghost in this when this was first coming out. People were saying we may see that, but as it's been out, I don't think nobody expected to see Tommy and Ghost unless this was at the end of like the 5th or 6th season, and now we see
Yeah.
them, emerge. But yeah, hi Nikki, serial killers, not cracker pop, serial killers. Bang, 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 bang. I got to put a little dance on that one. That one I like.
That's funny. That's funny.
That is funny. Serial killers. Let me see. You hit that. All right. Slim, what you want to say about this season or about this next episode before we get up out of here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sound good.
I mean,
Yep.
It went out as soon as you started talking. Hey, Steve, you killed me with that power orgies. Hey, power orgies. Slim, you there? All right, Steve, what you want to say about this season and about Power before we go about this next?
I mean, Power though. I mean, it's been a good season and good storylines. Though and they got good writers in a writing room. And but what I think, though, I think Marvin. I mean, I had to say it. I hope he either he gonna have a shootout with Earl Todd. If he take it out Earl Todd though, he need to be gone. And then much Stefano, he need to go. And then because I don't see Nelson Pops either much dying this season because I think they're gonna review them to review it to season 5 when Kane either much find out it was Pops and Snell was the one took out Crystal and Famous.
Okay. All right, Slim, you back? You working? Look like you frozen. Slim, you froze. All right, Crystal, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I really enjoyed you coming up tonight. Good talking with you.
Yeah,
Appreciate.
I had fun. I had
Yeah,
fun.
I did too. I enjoyed it. What you wanna say about this season or the next episode or whatever before we wrap it up?
I actually enjoyed this season. It did start off kind of slow, but I like the way that we all going towards a conclusion. Now, like I said, it's the last episode, so anybody can go.
Mm,
Anybody can go. I just wish I hope Kane is smarten up before it's too late and see that it wasn't his mom that was behind all this and see the people that's playing in his face and behind his back.
right, like a flittle.
I'm like, and find out that Unique got his money.
Man,
Unique got his
boy,
money.
that
And
right there, boy. You wearing my money. You wearing my money.
also, where's Jerome? We
Jerome.
ain't seen Jerome. This man been worried about Rock all season. Ain't saying nothing about Jerome.
Jerome, you talk about his son?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
a fatherless child out here.
And don't you know they brought back Partial. Portia back though. I see Lulu going to end up
Yeah,
kidnapping
his
her.
baby mama. But
Yeah,
where is
yeah, that's a good
Jerome?
point.
But where is Jerome?
Jerome in the house.
I'm
That's when
like,
he in the house. He in
before
the
you
house
went to
playing.
see your family, you got cleaned up. You went to see Rock. So, I'm like, what's your priorities?
All right. Yeah,
What
that
is
was.
your priorities? So I'm thinking if they put Unique won't survive again if they put him in another situation.
This a picture from the next episode. So I guess what Lulu would had eyes on his woman.
Well, possibly, yeah, it looked like it. And
So
another thing, like, please don't take Lulu out yet. Like, we just got season one Lulu back. Like, we had to deal with a whole season of him crying and being drunk. Like, we straight killers, yo. I'm like, dude, like, we got him back.
Yeah, like he would. Yeah, Lulu finally back to you. And you see he done pop up Isaac Hayes outside the studio.
Oh, that was the best. I was like, y'all sitting here waiting for him, and he got to drop on y'all. Goofy.
Hey, that was the best. I just hate that it was where it was, and
Right.
it just makes them get away with too much too easy. It seems all the time, but it's a show. Keep it interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
People
And
saying
I
in the
just
comments he ain't gonna kill her, and they
man,
probably.
hopefully he don't. Now, hopefully maybe she trying to escape, like Unique out of pocket. So maybe she trying to like I'm trying to escape. Like
If Lulu take her out, I think the fans would turn on him and not like Lulu as much.
I said, like she an innocent.
Yeah, I don't think
Like
that's good.
like you should just left Vanessa alone. She won't thinking like she was sad. Like
Miguel
but
saying he don't think Lulu know that's his girl. Lulu know that's his girl.
oh yeah, he know that.
Yeah, they know who she is. They know that. Remember, they was shooting up his car with
With the baby in the car.
right. Yeah, they know who
Marvin,
they
Yep.
is.
Marvin, see that was the Marvin I liked right there.
Marvin don't play. Yeah. Lulu
Like,
know. They all know each other. She know Rock. They know each other. She know where Rock live.
but in order for us to get Power Kanan, unfortunately, they gonna have to go.
Yeah, because Kanan got to grow, and we got to see him on this thing growing up. A lot of people think Breeze is gonna finally get introduced next episode. I don't know about that. We'll see. I think it's the crackle, like you said.
Yeah.
We did see some clips from the next episode. They loading up shotties, and that's what inside the bar, inside the clothing store. That's them Jersey. Speaking of Jersey, shout out to Young Slim. Young Slim live in Jersey.
All right now, Jersey.
I like to try to Slim though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that look like
Steve.
they probably gonna shoot up them Chinese spots.
Yeah,
Ah,
and they're gonna be burning them Chinese spot down though.
yeah, they did show that one of them.
They're gonna get dropped off. One of them is getting dropped off.
Man, yeah, they
But I'm just
boy,
trying to see like who Rock Peoples is. Like why we don't never show none of your peoples?
man,
You
like
need a team.
somebody said in the comments, she got the smallest army of dealers in history to be
And
making it.
always be catching wins, but she been taking L's all season.
Yeah,
And Rock been getting her butt handed to her left and right.
but it
All
ain't her
season.
fault though.
It's not.
And she
But
didn't know Neek was on her. See, that's the thing. If you don't know somebody on you, then you don't know, was that a random thing that happened at this
Right.
Chinese store, or was it somebody?
And
So, and
then
then
once again, Howard gave her wrong intel.
exactly, yeah. So once you know somebody on coming for you, you can plan differently. So she did start having a dude sit in the Chinese restaurant. They probably gonna show them get body next episode because she started putting people in there for protection. They probably gonna be eating some damn number 27 up in this mud. Poo poo
See, I
platter.
think the biggest thing that Unique did was take out her lawyer.
Man,
That
I
was their
agree.
biggest thing.
I agree. And
That
he
he
didn't
did.
even realize it. But I agree because that right there was her protection, big protection.
Like big connect right there.
Yeah, big connect. Yeah, here's them showing them lighting up a little Molotov at the Golden Palace. So it looked like
Burning down her stuff.
yeah,
I
this
ain't
was
think you
good
should go
price.
back to the restaurants anyway.
Yeah,
Like they been exposed. Like we gonna have to
right.
find another spot.
That's true. I think she limited though, but because they don't want to put people back on the corners.
That's right. That's true.
But that's what was happening in the 90s. Well, I don't know. New York always kind of had bodegas and stuff like that.
But see, that's when they start going out of town with it.
Yeah,
Like Maryland, DC, like
yeah,
girl, it's time Baltimore, it's time to get out of New York.
right.
Like
Yeah.
branch out.
Hmm.
Don't
Yeah, they going to war next episode. Uh Crystal, where you
Yeah, because
from?
it's gonna be
What
wild,
city?
wild west. So
I live in South Carolina. Originally from DC though.
Okay. Sad. So you know about Rayful Edmond? You ever heard of him?
Rayful Edmond.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that?
So he's a real drug kingpin,
Hey.
and he was in DC area, and he just actually died last year. But he was probably one of the biggest at that time. Everybody heard of Rick Ross and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
he was in the DC area. He came from New York and brought it up to DC, and they even had this Ronald Reagan had on this like special because they used to, do the little special where the president talk or whatever to the people. And then he was talking about crack or whatever, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"This vial of crack right here was purchased not very far from my very White House." That crack was his. He was so it was some of his work he was putting on the streets or whatever. Rayful Edmond had the entire
The war on
DC
drugs.
area. Yeah, he had that sold up, boy. Rayful Edmond. I need to do a little video on him. I did a few videos on people like Meech and stuff, but yeah, Rayful Edmond, yeah.
I'm gonna have
he,
to look
he
him up.
yeah, Rayful Edmond. He
Okay,
was
I'm
big.
gonna look him up.
Yeah, yeah. Big time dope, man. But all right, y'all. I appreciate you for coming through. Steve, as always, and Crystal, first time, but you welcome anytime. I appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you, thank you.
thank
All
you.
right, y'all. Let's get ready.
Yeah, be
I
ready.
know that's
Don't be
right.
nervous. Don't be getting nervous.
I'm gonna be upset if they take out Rock. I'm gonna be real upset. I'm like, can we just wait until next season?
I think they're gonna wait till next season for Rock.
Oh
She's
yeah,
the
but she
she's a
the
star of
main
the show.
the captain, the main talker on the show.
Exactly. She's a star of the show still. And I get it where me and Slim was talking about that before, and it should be Kanan ain't the star of the show still though.
He not.
But
No.
And I'm
what
like, I don't think I can watch it with just him. Like, cause all the characters, they all make the show.
they
There's
would keep them. But they would keep
Yeah.
them characters. They contract run out.
Yeah. And I'm like, they all make the show. I mean, it's a good
Mhm.
show.
Yeah, it's a good show. I like it. DeMarcus Vaughn hit me with the super chat before we go, man. I appreciate it. Say, what's good, Jay? Did you see the clip of Unique and Rock at the bar? Unique tell Lulu that he smashed Rock. No, I didn't see that clip. What? I
Okay. I mean,
mean, that's
and I would have been like, and that's why you mad?
right.
DeMarcus Vaughn everywhere, all over
No,
YouTube
no.
streets.
Yeah. As me as a man, any woman that I ever smashed, I never tried to like say, but I did this, or I'm gonna tell people this or that. And what would that, in a way, even if it was somebody that wasn't the most attractive, what would that say about me then? If I start dissing them and say this, well, you slept with them,
Like
so
for real. And like, and you mad because of like, so you doing all this
yeah,
because she not sleeping with you no more?
right. And I don't want to look weak like that and do that, so I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't not say it, but still do what he doing. I wouldn't do either. You know what I'm saying?
Right? I'm like,
Yeah, you
cause
ain't
you
gonna be
lost all the
talking
smoke.
about
You thought Kanan and Rock made a plan to put your brother down together, but now you cool with Kanan.
right, right. Yeah, so basically he mad that he ain't smashing or whatever happened. And it is, yeah, you're right. So like, and you got a baby mama. You could be doing other stuff, but you
Right,
mad,
like taking care of Jerome, who don't have a dad.
yeah. Jerome in the house. Good, you know. But
Like you
it
heard
was
him
crazy. He
mention
could
him
have
one time, and that was like, cause I ain't dying for you or Jerome or my son. I'm like, wow, wow,
yeah, he
aren't
done
you?
lost
Wow, you're a gold star dad for real.
it. Gold star dad for real. Eh, well, man, let's get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. We still got 50, 60 people coming through watching. So I appreciate all of y'all, especially with the comments, man. Y'all got some great comments. You know, Rock is the main character and other stuff y'all got all night, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And let me get up out of here.
Yeah, Friday. We be back. We be back Friday.
That's right. And I'll do the first reaction after it airs on the app. So what? It airs at midnight.
Yeah,
It'll
at
be
12 at 12
30 minutes.
o'clock.
And
Hmm.
so at 1 o'clock, I'll be live to do my first reaction. So we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be that first reaction. I only watched it. What the?
Right.
Be like, did y'all see what the? So
Right.
anyway, I might go live tomorrow because there's a lot of news that's been happening. The Diddy trial started. So much stuff happened. The TMZ been putting so much out there. They didn't put the full video of him and Cassie in the thing and stuff.
What?
Yeah,
This crazy. I mean,
TMZ.
that's been going on 3 days because Cassidy got a 3 days either much been on trial because
Yeah.
she pregnant.
But this the thing.
Wow.
I still don't know what's the crime. If this was about the video of Cassie and with assault, that's different. But
Right.
that's not even on the thing. But that video is like 14, 15 minutes.
And then the P Diddy
Goodness.
trial gonna be going on for 2 weeks.
Now he not putting his foot on her for that long. It's just showing them walking back and talking. Then he came back and chased her, and his towel did come loose, but he caught it. In the clips we saw, it made it look like that towel was fixed for life, but no, it did come loose a little bit. But it wasn't. I don't know why he wanted it the full thing out. It didn't make me change my mind. It didn't make him look no better. It didn't
I'm
look
like,
like
that
she
whole
pulled the weapon
situation is
on him.
insane.
Yeah, only if somebody pulled a weapon, tried to kill you, could you try to defend yourself. But even like she was down in like a fetal position and he did some kicks and stuff. So like,
But see, what confused me was like, even when she was testifying, she was like, she wasn't escaping, like trying to escape. She was leaving to go to a movie premiere. So I was kind of like, what?
she was walking normal.
But
Didn't
yeah,
look
that's
like
what
she
she
was
said.
trying to run to
She was
me.
leaving to go to a movie premiere. Like, dude, I would have been like, you would have never saw me again ever in
I
life.
know, right?
I would have been
That's
down there to the police station.
Yeah, that's the thing with I get it on that end, but as far as the man's end, me
Yeah, I'm like,
personally, I never could do something like that and then be able to talk and be like, ain't nothing happened, or be like, I'm
but like,
sorry.
like, what made you that mad? Like, sir, are you okay?
Well,
For
you
you
can
to
get
be
that
that
mad,
mad,
but
for
I
you
ain't
to
about to
sit
do
here and like, you
be
don't love
ridiculous.
her, you don't even like her. Let's
Well,
be for real.
I
You
don't know
trying to
about.
stomp her out?
I'm gonna just stick to because I would hope he liked
They,
her sticking her around that long.
but
Maybe
then
he wasn't
like
in
she said,
love.
they was doing a lot of drugs
A
and.
lot of drugs.
Mm.
He was saying that she was stealing some jewelry or something allegedly. I don't know,
That's
but
why I say it's so much we don't know everything. We just get everybody gonna tell their own side of what happened.
also when you got that much like him, I've seen people like quick story before we get out of here getting sidetracked. I used to run this cleaners in Chicago in downtown and people would bring their stuff. One person had $1,000 in cash in the
Mm,
pocket.
mm.
Okay. They didn't say nothing and I didn't either. Okay. So you could be losing a lot. Like he talking about jewelry or this or that. Dude, I'm sure he's lost all kind of expensive jewelry and misplaced and forgot. Like you got enough, you'll be all right. You could do it. You don't have to handle it like this is your like you still making payments on it.
For
You
real.
ain't on Klarna, man. What is you doing? It ain't
Crazy.
a firm.
But yeah, that's why I was kind of confused at what they making their case on. Cause I'm like even what y'all talking about, like he's abuser and he's nasty. Like he
Mhm.
can't go to jail for that.
Right. Exactly. So, and then where's the victims? They this is just a crazy stuff.
But they said it's gonna be 8 weeks, so they got more people to come. But
Yeah.
I'm like, if she was the first one, I'm like, okay. But apparently the defense start tomorrow,
Mhm.
so we shall
Yeah,
see.
so I'm gonna go live tomorrow and we talk about this. They gonna give these Menendez brothers parole after
Oh,
they blew their parents' head off with shotguns and then went to the Knicks
mm.
game and stuff and
Was
bought
balling out
bought
of control.
cars. Yeah. What? Oh my goodness. So it's all kind of stuff to talk about, man. It's been going on. So interesting, but let them have been two black brothers. I wonder if they'd be getting parole. The Johnson brothers. Straight
Lord, yeah. Well,
up.
I
All
guess
right.
they feel they been in there long enough.
Man, ain't that the truth? I don't know, man. It must be nice.
I'm like, well, the people that killed Malcolm X only got 20 years.
Yeah, that's crazy because you can get 20 years for taking somebody out, but then if you got how many grams of crack, you could get them
Right.
in life. For what?
Because
Enough to
that's
get
worse. That's so much
right.
worse.
So much worse. So much. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, let me
And
take
that's
somebody out real quick. Like,
right. Crazy. And people that's getting that crack are coming and paying you for it. You're not
right.
giving it, making them take it, like going around jumping people, smoking. Got another one, and then like kidnapping people and making new. Yeah, it's
Get them
crazy.
high.
Exactly, making new fiends.
They
Nah,
made a personal decision.
for real. Just was a bad one, but hey. Demarcus Vaughn, thanks for that super chat. You said Tommaso stepping out of the red car for Marvin. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what you talking about. Red car for Marvin. I know Marvin in that damn red Lexus would be very noticeable riding around everywhere when they was at that apartment building and they took out old boy, him and Jukebox. That damn red Lexus, that car at that time was like the best car you can damn near own. A LS 400 in 94, 95. My uncle had one at that time. Like he let me drive it during that time period. Anywhere I went, pulled up, like people was like, "Whoa!" Like that was a head turn. That was like that was better than the Mercedes because Mercedes was still kind of boxy and looking old. You know what I mean? They didn't start looking more modern like they do, especially now. But they were still looking old. That Lexus was like, but it look old now. But that man, everybody had noticed that damn car. It's like pulling in with a damn Ferrari or something almost. Anyway,
Yeah, he be doing too much in the open.
way too much. The damn Foster stuff. And nobody heard the gunshots. You don't see a black dude running into this red Lexus pulling off with this.
Man.
Oh
Oh, Marvin.
my god! Tell him it was a white dude with tattoos, skinhead. That girl life is ruined.
Mm.
Like for real. Like what does she got? Her parents are gone. She's seen murder. She's seen her father. All this stuff she's seen and been through. She's got the one of the worst starts to life that you can have. Damn near. The only thing she ain't been is, you know, touched in the wrong places. Thankfully, that ain't happened.
Hopefully.
Right, them
But
people
I'm
had
like,
in there. Ain't no telling what they was probably about to do.
I'm
So,
trying to figure out where was social services. So y'all won't doing y'all check-ins?
and that's what he should have did. Call social service.
Why y'all won't doing y'all check-ins? Like, how was she able to not go to school for this long?
And why would you chain somebody into a door with a padlock? What in the world? People are crazy out here. I never. Never been in these situations, thank God, man. Human beings is a mess. But
Right?
anyway, ain't no damn little girl and do this, boy. Anyway, we'll be going on and on for hours, y'all. I ain't
All
gonna keep
right, I will. I'm ready for some
tomorrow.
fries.
Yeah, come through tomorrow. Everybody come through tomorrow. We chop it up and talk about all this other stuff. I got a lot of videos I got saved on Instagram. I want to talk about clips of people and saying and doing crazy stuff. It's just, boy, it's crazy out in these streets.
Yeah, this is a crazy world we live in.
Man, that's why I be not at home. I be at home, not out too much. Ain't nothing out there but trouble, man. Anyway, y'all be safe.
You too. Have a good night.
Have a
Yeah.
good
Morning.
night.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming through, and we gonna talk about this power when it dropped. Hell of a season. Started off slow, kicked up, but
Yep.
how it go. So, all right, y'all. Have a good night,
Good
and
night.
Good
yeah,
night.
be safe. Deuces. Let me get both in there. Look like I only